Hello everybody, Babala, Sarah, how is it going? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, I'm streaming, it should be Wednesday. So, slightly bad news. I lost my save file when we were switching. I do have a backup. We lost whatever we did on Sunday, but it was just like 1 hour, so we'll have to redo Coastal Highway. It's not a big deal. Rootbeard, welcome in. Yeah, we'll have to basically redo everything we did in Coastal. So we'll have to find our arrow again, we have to get the mementos. A little annoying, but it could always be a little worse. Yeah, I lost it because we were playing the old version, right? And we had to update to the current version for the chat tries to kill me thing. So I sort of didn't copy the save files properly, I think. So yeah, luckily I have a backup from like before Sunday, and we only played for an hour, so didn't lose too much, but you know, it kind of sucks still. But yeah, this is sort of why you need to keep backups. Let's see, what... I mean, let me check, right? Yeah, we don't have the stuff here that we had on Sunday, like energy drink, all that weird stuff. We'll have to go get it. So I guess first we go grab the meat. Wendy, welcome in. You only have 9% left. Oh. Alright, I need to remember what we are doing. Wait, I do have an energy drink, but that's from the Aura mine. Yeah, this is like say from Sunday evening, back when we grabbed an energy drink from there. What am I gonna drop? Wait, energy bar? No, this is... Okay, this is weird. No, wait, something different happened. We actually have the memento. We have the memento, and we did it on Sunday. Okay, so I think what happened, I quit out too quickly, and the last save didn't save, probably. It's actually afternoon. Okay, so we barely lost anything. We only lost like 15 minutes then. Oh, okay, that's good news. Slightly less bad news then. We only lost probably like 15 minutes. Interesting though. Yeah, get a power bank. At a job interview today, your head was not screwed on right. That's so scary because it was outside the department. Yeah, that's the scary thing when switching jobs, right? I mean, I get it, Like, I'm thinking of switching myself, but like, it's, you know, it's so, ugh. I don't know, I hate the job search and all that. It's just so annoying. It's more comfortable to stay in your old position, but it's not always good, right? I hope they'll let you know at the end of the week. Oh yeah, hopefully it'll be good news. Okay, I think I was like almost ready to go to Blickenland, probably. I'm not sure why I have a cooking book though. I don't think I wanna carry that. Let's drop the cooking book. I feel like I still have way too much stuff. What am I carrying that I should not be carrying? Quality tools. Quality tools. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, maybe no. Maybe we'll need to harvest them for metal, actually. Yeah. Okay, and I'll need to find a hammer, I think. What do we got here? I'll store 2 cloth. Yeah, let's just get ready. So today's plan is to go to Blickenland, right? We just need to... This is even more chaotic than I hoped, because I really don't know what we're missing and what we're not missing currently, so that's fun. You definitely switch jobs, no staying. I agree. I need to get around to it. It's just, you know, it's so exhausting, like, when you work and you have to spend some extra time after. Artag, welcome in. Thank you for the Prime sub. Hope you have a good Wednesday. Macros, welcome in. Presence of greatness, Wendy is here. Indeed, indeed. Do we eat? Can wait a little bit longer. Or they can almost eat. So yeah, I honestly don't know what we should do. I'm so confused right now. Looks like we got both the mementos. And it's so freaking loud. Let's just get to... Let's get to the fishing villages and try to go to Bleak maybe. But it just feels weird. This is like... I don't know, it feels really strange. Cappy, welcome in, Sniffer. In the long run, it will do you better. Absolutely, yeah. That's why it's worth it, right? It's just, you know, at least do a little bit every day. It's very exhausting. There was an extra person with the interview instead of the three I told you about, so it felt like an interrogation. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable when they sort of gang up on you, right? It's like, oh. One person is enough. 6 people at your last interview, that kind of stuff is so scary. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't have that on my last job, luckily. It was only 1 or 2 people at most. I mean, I'm not even sure there were 2 people at any point. Maybe. Definitely not more than 2. I mean, not including me, right? So like 2 to 3 including me. Joe, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. You need a max of 3. Yeah, I mean, even 3 can be too much sometimes, but it depends, right? It depends what the interview is. If it's like just a casual chat with your coworkers, then sure, whatever. There can be more people, but it actually has to be just casual, just chat, and that's usually not what it is. Wanted to use Prime sub to support me. Thanks for YouTube videos. Oh, okay, glad you like them. Thank you for the Prime sub. Currently working on a safe house customization video. Actually, it's gonna be a bunch of videos. I'll probably split them in smaller parts, but I'll probably need a couple more weeks for it to come out. Maintaining royal gardens. Feels like the companies sometimes have all this elaborate interviews set up, right? Like multiple rounds with so many people. Crazy. You'd think you're applying to be the president or something. One is too little. What if you don't have a connection? Well, oh, sure. But it doesn't have to be at the same time, right? It depends. Like you can have interview with multiple people or something. It could be also 2 at once. It really depends on the job. I think I'm just gonna let him enjoy that deer. I think it's fine. We don't really need the deer. I'm just so confused about what happened, because if you remember Sunday morning, we ended there. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to quickly... I need to check my VOD real quick. Just 10 seconds. Like, did we actually go from Quonset? Was this exactly... It looks like, yeah. So that's what we lost. Just to make sure, because I'm confused about what we did and what we didn't on this run currently. And it's always a bad thing. Because once you forget, it like, you don't know how to plan what to do next, and that's when it stops being fun. So I need to know what to do and where to go, and how to not forget anything. Okay, So we just lost the walk from Quonset to fishing villages. That's literally it. So that's not bad. Did someone charge? No. Okay. Leader of the entire area you applied in, boss of the specific house you applied in, someone who works there on the floor, and then... Oh, parents! Okay. That's interesting to have parents on the interview. One HR person is the head of department. One senior and then one junior. Yeah. It makes sense to have like multiple rounds or multiple people, but you know, sometimes it's really like overboard. Like if there's like 5 or 6, that's too much. You saw someone playing 4 Days of Night last night. Do you have a playthrough on that one? Yeah, we did 4 Days of Night, the 2018 version. Last October, right? Kind of like a Halloween thing. I want to do the 2019 version as well, probably this October too. I kind of didn't feel like doing both of them. We probably have the badge on this one, right? The badges are kind of messed up. No, I actually don't have badges on this profile because it's we're playing like the old version, so the profile is kind of weird. I'm missing a lot of badges. But on the current version, we do have the 2018 badge. %, the final countdown. Goodbye, Wendy, goodbye. And get the power bank. Get the power bank. Still the amount of people eventing 3 parents. Yeah, also, I find it pretty interesting that there were parents on your interview, Sarah. Like, is that really a normal thing? Like, I don't know. I've never heard of anyone being on someone's interview while not working there, right? Like literally just parent going there and and listening to the interview. But I get it, that it makes some sense, because if you like work with their kids, then they might be interested to get to know the teacher or their potential teacher. I can see the logic there, but it is quite unusual, I think. Okay, I think we're gonna move out. Let's not forget a hammer. I want to take a hammer and all the metal, because we will go to the forge on our way out of Bleak Inlet. Such a sensitive thing, you really want me to make sure it's being hired is the right choice. Well, yeah. That's the thing. If it makes sense, it makes sense, but you only had a single interview, right? There was just like a bunch of parents meeting you. So I guess it was as many parents as they wanted. Whoever wanted to come. So potentially there could have been even more parents, right? If you go through more interviews than it takes to become POV, you should look for a different company. Yeah, I mean, they do that pretty quickly, right? I think it was just like a couple days or something. A lot of companies, and the larger the company, the more often that happens. A lot of companies take way longer to decide than that. You will never get a power bank, damn it. You just had birthday too. Damn, nobody got you a power bank, see? It was the perfect time. That group of parents represents... Oh, okay, so there was some kind of a parent council. Not very pleasant while you were in there, probably because they all liked you as a candidate. I mean, who wouldn't like you, Sarah? Of course it was pleasant. Yeah, I feel like an interview for a teacher, it's very different. It's more about the vibes, you know. Like, they have to like you. That's the point. That's the important thing. If you're giving weirdo vibes, then they don't want to hire you, right? Like, to teach their kid. That makes sense. You always give weirdo vibes. You don't. Only the good kind of weirdo, you know? My kind of weirdo. good kind of weird is a good thing. No, it just means you're unique. They to turn people away because they're getting, yeah, like that's why they're there, right? I mean, why would they spend time on interviews just for nothing, right? They are like worried about their kids, or you know, they just want the best for their kids. Most parents do. So it's fair enough. It can be maybe, you know, like interviews based on vibes. It can be a little hard. Like you might have a little control about it. Just it might be like dependent on first impression, but I mean, it does make sense at the same time that the parents themselves have a say in the process on who teaches their kids. To be very convincing and a good actor. You tone the weirdo vibes down to 0 during those 30 to 40 minutes it took. That's sort of what I'm talking about though, right? Gotta keep the pearls away. Yeah. Definitely not saying that's your case, of course. But I think the weirdest people, in like a bad way, would be the best ones that hide in it. So it wouldn't necessarily work, right? That's what I'm saying about the like first impression. But I mean, it cannot hurt. Like if someone's consistently weird after they get hired, they can always get fired, right? Because there's a trial period and all that. So fair enough. Weirdo wives will be prejudiced nowadays. Yeah, it's like, it's hard to find a balance, right? When you try to just gauge someone on like first impression. That's why there's sometimes multiple people interviewing though, so you know, if it was just one parent, then it would be a lot worse because maybe that parent just wouldn't like you. But if there's 3, it kind of averages out. Like if 3 feel like you wouldn't be a good fit to teach the little kids or whatever, then yeah, luck, I guess. Oh, these loud waterfalls, man. Let's walk away ASAP. There's the good weird where you have a teacher who is willing to run around with the kids and pretend to be a horse. Yeah, exactly. I think Sarah is... Yeah, it's you 100%. Exactly. Yeah, some people just love doing that, right? Like, when you're an adult and you have a pass to do silly stuff, right? You can't do that in most jobs. I can't pretend to be an elephant in my job. I don't think my boss or coworkers would appreciate it, so that's pretty nice, right? Yeah, you can let your inner child out, jobs like that. Definitely up for building sandcastles after I've told you guys about the weekdays. Wow, you told them about weekdays. You should teach Loopy as well. She still doesn't have them down. Everyone will love you for that. Other teachers will be grateful for extra coffee time. Yeah, I wonder, it probably like correlates with time in the field, right? If Sarah's just gonna keep doing this for 20 years, I imagine that motivation will die down a little bit. And that's just natural, right? I guess if you spend so long in a single field. Also, as you get older, your body aches more, so you don't want to jump around with the kids as much. Because you know you will regret it. Yeah, but it does sound nice. When I was in kindergarten, I didn't have teachers like that would jump around with me. I know some people that had them, you know, it was, I guess, just a matter of luck. My teachers were pretty strict, let's say. They were like, yeah, they just let us do our own thing, but if they didn't like something, they just were like, ah, stop, stop, stop. And mostly just, that was mostly it. Yeah, ask her today. Should we sleep here? Actually, we can probably get down today. Let's get down. And maybe sleep in the cave, or do we just stroll in Blick Inlet already? The thing is, we cannot go to the radio tower, right? I want to keep the radio tower unexplored until a later patch. We could stay in the lookout, but then we're gonna get Blick Inlet weather for sure. So maybe it's better to sleep in the ravine here until the next day. The only downside is if we get bad weather, we'll be stuck here for a little bit longer, and we are low on water already. Maybe we should address this real quick. Hold on. Let's get a fire going so that we have a torch. And we can make water and cook food, maybe get some rabbit meat. There's some rabbits down in the ravine. Let's do that. Acrobatic jumping at 90. Your teacher was fun. Exploded a glass of bowl full of water with magnesium. Wasn't supposed to happen, like. Just 2 torches. It's fine for now. I literally just need a couple torches, I think. Just quickly get through. Probably wanted to take more food. I kind of screwed up with that. But, I mean, there are some kettles in Blick Inlet. And obviously we don't want to stay there for too long. Blick Inlet is Blick Inlet. So, I'm gonna be pretty quick with it. Oh, we already searched this. Alright. Have this mini running bikes for the kids with no pedals. You need to run to speed up. You run on those with the kids and go down the hill on the course with your feet up. It's so freaking funny. Oh man, I would so watch that. That sounds great. Two torches. I'll make more. I just need to find sticks and we'll climb down and then we'll make more. I promise. Here we just tell kids to not crawl up further, then you can crawl down again. Yeah. Gotta keep an eye on them. Man, I have some like really silly memories from kindergarten. Like, I remember the one time I forgot my jacket outside. You know, like it was still on the property of the kindergarten. It was just like outside in the playfield. And to me, that just seemed like so far away, you know? Like, the fact that I forgot the jacket, I just started crying over that to the teachers because I thought, you know, I would never get it back. My teachers just grabbed it for me. More torches, yes, yes. We need to make a fire here. Started crying. Yeah, I mean, you know, 5-year-old, I was like,
Something is sapping my energy.
that's horrible, that's the end of the world. Everything's far away when you're that small. It is, yeah. So this is where you can get the fresh leather. We didn't get it. It's really rare to find it here in Loper. But let's do this 14% torch first. That's horrible. Ew, 14%. It's barely anything. We'll take the stem. There's some skill book key. Fine, sure, whatever. Might be something interesting on the corpse.
Excellent.
Oh, okay, and RNG energy drink. That's actually pretty nice. Yes, a book. And yeah, over here is where you can find the fresh leather, but it's really rare. I think it's like 1 in 50. So it would require a lot of saves coming to get. We're not gonna do it on this run. If you wanted the perfect run, we'd probably have to, but maybe just to see how long it would take me if I really pushed, if I was willing to use matches. That's really the biggest difference over my previous long run, right? That I might be willing to use matches, since matches are very cheap now. Puck, puck, puck. I understood what you were saying, though. RNG energy drink, you want it. Yeah, I don't think this is completely RNG. It is RNG, but there's always a rubbing corpse. I think there's like 4 possible corpses. You can get an arrowhead, energy drink, and maybe the other 2 are like empty or have nothing interesting. So this is probably the best corpse we can get. This is actually insane because we got 3. We got 3 energy drinks. I think that might be the most you can get with the invisible loot. So we had Macro, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Maybe there's one more, but that one I struggle to get. It's like... Wait, minus 18, minus 18, plus 1. I want to be outside, but just barely so. This is good. Let's start a fire here. We don't burn books, of course. We absolutely don't. Let's turn the plugs first, though. There's a YouTuber by the name of Bashrob on your screen. Welcome in, welcome in. I had an odd experience in Timberwolf Mountain. 360 days into a Voyager run, killed the bear near deer clearing in Timberwolf, spent 6 days in Ash Canyon, returned to deer clearing, and bear already respawned.
Come on.
That is weird. Yeah, 6 days. That is very strange. That sounds like a bug.
Turned out pretty well.
That sounds like a bug. Were maybe some auras involved or something? Molly, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, normally bears take, I think, about 12 and a half days to respawn. So even on Voyager, I don't think it takes that much longer late game, but I would expect maybe up to 20 days. So 6 days is definitely way too short. That's very strange. I'm gonna have the best museum for Loper. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. This is more of a research run, so you know I'm not even gonna bother pulling all the items. I'm not bothering with save scamming. For example, in the Aura mine we had really bad luck, right? We got the E-Wrap there. That's really bad. We can get snow pants in there and we got E-Wrap. That's like way worse, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I can be bothered save scamming on this run. Okay, let's harvest these torches. Oh my god, look at all these torches. We're gonna be down to 0. 0 torches, Sarah. Is that enough? Probably not. We'll probably take a few, especially going to Blick Inlet. But we'll spend the whole night here. I'm wondering if I should keep a fire going, if it's even feasible. That's like 6+ hours of fire. I would have to burn a lot of coal, so probably not gonna do that. Let's see how much sticks can we find outside. How many sticks can we find? I'll drop all this heavy stuff. We don't even need a flashlight on us because there's no dangerous wildlife here. Oh, right, we have this. Okay, we have cedar wood. Maybe that'll help. Maybe. Let's drop these for now. Oh, I also have 16 sticks, so let's dump some of them here. It might actually be possible. If we use the cedar, it's not impossible. Yeah, let's see. How much time do we have? 11 minutes, so maybe let's just get some kettles first. There's a bunch of kettles around here. Birds are just hibernating, it's winter somewhere. Yeah, I remember the deer clearing bear being weird specifically. Like, he could climb all the way to summit if you slept or like past time, and he could smell you. I got mauled on a ledge when I was climbing to the summit, so he ended up on the freaking ledge of a rope climb once. But it was before the DLC even, so I think that's been long patched. You'll be safe scouting for snow pants for sure. Absolutely, yeah. You can either get E-Rap, Balaclava, or snow pants. The Balaclava is pretty cool because it's the only Balaclava you can get. Like, you know, regular Balaclava. You usually don't get it in Loper. But it's not actually any better than other hats, so it's just purely as a trophy. And yeah, like, if you're gonna get one of those, snow pants are definitely the best of the three. How many? 0. Yes, 0. We have 0 torches right now. Luffy, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Should be studying, but instead you're trolling some random stranger. Salute to salute. Terrible, terrible art. Well, you know, you need to rest. You actually learn more if you take some breaks. So yeah, an hour of studying and then 5 minutes of responding to messages, trolling. It works. Sounds like a plan. I'll be taking a little bit of tinder actually. We are running low. I'll take 3. And probably the water is already boiled. We'll be making more. Dump all these sticks. Only 13. I'm not sure if we'll be able to keep this fire going, but let's see. I mean, I can use all the sticks all the same. And drop the water, drop the bunny. That's pretty heavy. Let's keep harvesting a bit more. Loopy, what day is it? Yeah, yeah. Teacher, Sarah. Oh, wow. Yes, it is Wednesday. Correct. When's your exam? How goes the studying? You've been studying for over a week, right? So I guess it's multiple exams because it's like end of semester, right? Giving them professional advice on online classes they can check and... Oh, that doesn't sound like trolling though. Unless they give them like a fake class. That sounds like genuine advice, right? If the art is bad. You could also refer them to me. I mean, you saw what we draw here on Sunday, what we are capable of. I'm sure I could teach them a thing or two on artistic methods. Or just, you know, just send it. Yeah, if you want to troll, send him a timestamp of the vote from Sunday. The stuff I drew. Like, tell him, until you can do this, you should not be selling art. Question for both of us, which week is it? Oh no. Okay, let me guess, which week is it? I'm going to approximate end of 5th month. It's week 25. No, 24. 24. Presentation on Friday, 2 exam next week, and 2 more the week after. Ooh, nice. So not much more to go. I have air that's worth, yeah. That art is priceless, really. The week you turn in grades and begin vacation. Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. I want some vacation too. Okay, I don't think we can keep this going all night, sadly. This is like 7 hours. We can burn the firewood, sure. And that's still just not even 5, so I would have to spend coal. But I sort of don't want to spend coal, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we're definitely outside here. Guessing I'm heavy on this, but it's probably fine because we will sleep and then we'll be able to carry more. Let me harvest the rabbit while we're making the water. Can give me any advice? You're so impressed by my art skills, you feel you're not worthy of commenting on that. Yeah, see? See, I impressed even Loopy. 24, no. Week 22. Wow, 22. Hey, I wasn't that far. I wasn't that far off. Right? I mean, 24, just 2 weeks. And I actually wanted to say 23. So I was actually 1 week off in my mind. Oh, it's 21. Yeah, so, yeah, okay. I wasn't that far off. I'll get it right one day. Wouldn't say priceless, 5k. 5k? 5k for that art? Please, that art. I could buy a city made of gold for that, but no, it's not about money. You can put price on a real art. That's what it is. Just can't put price on that. I guess I shouldn't be wasting my knife though. Like, we have time. Definitely have plenty of time. It was kind of unnecessary. Let's eat the rabbit. That's all the meat we got. We still have some cattails. Still got some cattails. 15, it's not much, but I mean, I'll take it. And, oops. I can make more birch, which we will make. But let's start sleeping, because we are pretty tired. So we'll do this, and a 1 hour nap. Blessed people with coastline 721, yeah. Poor Macker, living deep in a landlocked country, right? He's never seen the sea yet, but one day, it's his biggest dream. That dress is from a Swede. Ooh, nice. That's a good comeback. Stream tonight and tomorrow. And Sarah stream tomorrow, right? Right. You've been putting Subnautica off for quite a while now. Like, you're gonna forget what you were doing at this point. That's not great, right? We don't want that. Also, hold on, let me take at least 1 torch, because we have 0 torches right now. That's not a good thing. We'll be able to level up our cooking skill here a little bit. How's it looking? Slowly getting to level 4, nice. Slap all stress, Idak. Are you stressed? That's all I understood, I think. Yeah. Sasha, welcome in. I found fresh leather rubbing right now on Loper. Congratulations.
Need to rest soon.
From my save scamming attempts, it's been really rare. If you just found it randomly without save scamming, oh man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Started on Pilgrim and after 10 reboots you found. Okay, on Pilgrim, yeah. I think on Pilgrim the chance is higher, but yeah, you still have to restart. It's so annoying, right? And on Loper it's just painful. It took me around 100 restarts, I think, but I don't know if I was unlucky. Definitely not easy to find either way, though. Let's leave some of these birch on the ground.
How's it going? Summer is coming, and bees are flying outside like bzz 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 bzz.
I'm giving it a couple seconds. I think she's done. Okay. Welcome in, Tonza. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How's it going? It's going good here. my save from Sunday didn't save when I quit the save file. We started this on Sunday at the very start, before we switched to the TTI mod. And it didn't save when I quit out. That was very interesting. We lost like 10 minutes, not a big deal, but it confused the hell out of me at the start of the stream. Timmy found snow pants, he did do a few rounds, no save scan. Like you can of course do it without save scamming. In the Aura mine, the snow pants are 1 in 3, so it's not that bad, right? If you wanted to do it without save scamming. The problem is if you want to find every single item, right? Fresh leather, snow pants, climbing socks, red underwear, hunting knives, and I don't know what else. That might be RNG. Like, the chance of getting all of that without save scamming is probably 1 in 50,000 or something like that. Like, the stars would have to align, right? And like, who's gonna do 50,000 runs? So if you really want to do like a perfect run, it makes sense to save scam, in my opinion. No shame in that if you're just collecting items anyway. And even if it wasn't collecting items, it's a single player game after all. Google translated it as we're going to Sona today. Releasing, oh, that sounds good, yeah. That sounds good. I'm joining in. Your phone lives again. Did you find a charger? Or did you buy a power bank? Maybe Wendy missed us so much she bought a power bank. The second the phone died down. You're now in that phase after job interview where you're internally cringing. Oh, yeah, I know that. Like, when you feel like you didn't do very well. Honestly, that might make you feel better, actually. But on my current position, in my current job, I did like a couple interviews, but one of them I felt like I did really bad. Like, I was like, okay, that guy is going to fight for me to not work there. And in the end, he didn't. I still got the job, right? So it's good to not overthink. You would never buy a power bank. Well, maybe your new employer will give you a power bank or something. I got like a wireless charger from mine, so you know, maybe yours will give you a power bank. Did you find something non-interloper on Termigan's patch last time? Non-interloper on Termigan patch? No, not really. The Termigan patch is not supposed to be like for non-interloper items. It's more for other glitches. It's not as awesome as this one, of course. Yeah, it's mostly this one. Then when they released the leather jacket, it was on interloper for like 1 or 2 patches before they added the tails. I think that patch removed it, right? When the tails were only on lower difficulties. And then just when Standard Pass released, there was like a whole new invisible item exploit, but that's about it. Person, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. You were close to the console getting your revolver back after you lost your forbidden loot run to a bug. Yeah, I keep so many backups. Not of this one. I only have a single backup, so that's why we also lost some time. But my main run, I basically backed it up after every single stream, right? So I have like a folder where I have subfolders which each day, and then I have the save file. So I probably have like 50 backups there, but yeah. Really wouldn't want to lose a run I put so much time into, right? It's the worst thing, and it's the worst way to lose a run. I'd rather die to a wolf, and at least it'll be, you know, a fair death than to a bug. It does help you. Also, what helps is the fact that you have the exact same feeling you had after. Yeah, okay. So that might be a sign. Cleared one up because they kept asking you the same question but differently phrase, like they were expecting some specific answer. Yeah, that might have been, right? I actually did interview people in our company as well, right? I was on the other side. And yeah, like sometimes I need to hear something specific because there's like specific process to follow on my side too. And you know, I can't just tell the person, but I can give them increasing hints. And like, yeah, if they need a lot of hints to like guide them, then that's not great. But as long as they don't have to tell them and they still can come up with it themselves, then it's still fine. It's not like they're gonna fail. Not great. No, it's fine. It's fine. Like, you don't have to be perfect to get a job, right? You just need to pass. That's the thing. You just need to be good enough for every single interview. So smaller mistakes and hints and whatnot, it's not the end of the world. Press the question how you want it answered. Your just again take stuff literally. Yeah. Like sometimes the questions are just confusing for sure. It's just tricky because, like, for example, in our company, I have to follow a specific process, and it's there in order to somehow balance it between different interviews, right? So one person doesn't get luckier with an interviewer, or you know, just doesn't gain some kind of advantage. That's why it exists there. And the downside is, yeah, sometimes it just sounds so like it's hard to phrase it how you would want. But I don't know, it really depends. Yeah. Did you had your interview with with Bash? I would totally hire you. Yeah, absolutely. No, actually, my question for you would be: do you have a power bank? You can't work here without a power bank, so you'd have to go and buy a power bank. But yeah, after that, I would hire you. Talked about loot table 2. Only one revolver on any other table. 2 revolvers. There's the broken railroad memento, right? That's the guaranteed one. And there's one in the airfield, but that one disappears much sooner, so you have to do it like on the very first patch. They patched this one much earlier, like 2.06 I think already doesn't have the revolver. So there's also one in the airfield where, you know, the hidden compartment in Mindful Cabin, basically. Maybe no, I know too much. Yeah, I know you don't have a power bank. Warrior lavender suit again today, so no leather jacket. Wow, no leather jacket, no power bank. Yeah, noting it down. Okay, I think we have enough birch, like maybe too much even. Maybe too much. Let's make some water, sleep, and we can go to Blick Inlet. Their parents are in Italy right now. Oh. Bodiu Orenting Nuja. Nice. Oh, they're gonna bring so much good stuff. I'm jealous. A little worried about your work ethic. Where you would not know boundaries and work yourself to death. Oh yeah. But that's a good sign on your end. I mean, I would love to hear that from an employer. If they were worried I would overwork myself, that's a good sign that they care about you, not, you know, not like burning out. That's exactly what I would need in my job now. Octi, welcome in. Doing good. Having some fun on the new run. We can do at least one more. Yeah, let's do one more. But we will have to let this fire die. We're way too tired to go inside Blick Inlet. And all these beautiful teas will go cold regardless. New challenge, no plus rescue. Real brain wrangler. Is it like no challenge, but hopeless rescue? I heard of ropeless rescue. That's actually... Kimi did that. Kimi Oda did the challenge. I suggested it. I never did it myself, but it's basically hopeless rescue, but you can climb ropes, which is a very interesting challenge. It's a really fun one. Because you can get to the top of summit without climbing ropes. It's not easy, but it is possible. Oh, nothing. Oh, I see. Nothing in your inventory. Yeah, that sounds rough. That sounds rough. Super spicy. Oh, get that. Get that, Sarah. Get that. Get a lot of that. Or tell your parents to get that. Okay, we're moving inside. Gonna be way too cold. I can actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use the bed here so that we don't waste our bed. And I will harvest what's left of this bunny, just the hide. But I mean, why not? We will need to repair our mittens at some point. I will probably actually carry the hide with me. I'll keep the guts here to not smell. But this can be safely dropped. Where is it? Drop it. And let's sleep. Right, oh, right, it's including clothing. So it's naked and no items. Yeah, that sounds rough. That sounds rough. Did someone actually finish it, though? Or is it like, did no one still beat it? Oh, Zach did a video on it recently. Oh, I guess that's where it comes from. Or maybe it's existed for a longer time. I don't know. Maybe I heard about it at some point, but it doesn't ring a bell. It does sound fresh to me. No one got it until now. Deadpool is in on it. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering if it really is possible, because your options are very limited if you can't take any items. Can you like pick up items and use them right away, and then drop them or something like that, or can you actually just walk? Because that is really difficult, right? If you can just walk and actually not pick up anything, do anything. Hold one in your hand. Well, yeah, like, so that you can complete the challenge, right? Because you need to hold the flare gun. Oh, I see. In your hand and one in front of you, like right-clicking, for example. Oh, okay. So there are some options, at least. No gun cleaning kits on this run. No, but you can get an invisible gun cleaning kit from when Standard Pass came out, right? The second invisible item bug. It can be found in toolboxes. So I will try to get one if I can, but again, I don't care about safe scamming on this round too much. Oh, it's really warm here. I don't think we have to worry. Let's do like 6 hours for now, and then think. In this version, you think still infinite time warm bonus? Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, it's a thing. I should have left it there. See, I totally forgot that was a thing. Yeah, that was a good shout. We could have just left the cans here, and we would have hot tea in the morning. But yeah, they released it. They fixed it shortly after flasks were released, I think. No toilet water, nothing out of inventory. Only we can interact with it. Yeah. So yeah, drink, eat, equip. So you could probably use a flare. You can equip it right away. You can also use stones. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe we'll try it at some point. It's also a shorter challenge, at least to attempt, so it doesn't sound like something that would be too difficult to fit in. Missed the bug with these. Yeah, that was such a nice one. But I mean, you know, at least we got flasks back. If they fixed it without flasks, it would be a lot more annoying. But yeah, I kind of miss the tactical aspect of it. Just being able to set up stations with warm teas forever. Oh man, freaking waterfall so loud. So there's no Timberwolves up here. They can be here now, post-refresh. But they were never here before refresh, I still remember that. So we don't need to worry too much. But they can be a little bit lower. And actually they will be, they're always there. Right, no black walls on this patch. Always team beast. I will try to get past them if I can, but we'll see. I'll grab a couple cattails. Oh, look at this, we're actually warm in Bleak Inlet. This is why I wanted to come here ASAP. Because we are still ahead of the temperature curve, right? It's like day 30, we're plus 28, so we are maybe like 7-8 degrees warmer than we normally would be. Which means even in Bleak Inlet we are pretty warm, and especially when it's fogging, the perfect time to go in. Average of 40k, 50k SHU, whatever that means. That's like spiciness, yeah. That's not super spicy, but like it is quite spicy. I think that's what it means basically. Like it's honestly more or less the good amount of spicy, right? So that you don't like feel like you're dying, but you do feel it. You do feel it. It's nice in foods. Can make a fire and naked some houses and caves are not warm enough. Wait, is that like an additional restriction? Because you should be able to make a fire, right? Actually, no, you can't, because you can have sticks, right? Yeah, you can't. Can you pick up? Wait, no, it's hopeless rescue, right? So you can't choose perks or anything. It's basically Voyager, but no feats. I'm guessing it's just directly like on hopeless instead of Interloper or something. Dear, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Okay, let's go this way. As long as I tap charge, I should be able to avoid them. There is no bunker here on this patch yet. This still has no bunkers, so no point even checking. I'm going to attach the rope here, and we're probably gonna go down anyway because rope is going to exhaust me too much. Did I pick up the... Okay, I do have the hide, but the hide doesn't smell, so it should be good. Challenges in Stalker, is it? You mean like in general, Hopeless Rescue? I mean, could be. I don't really know the base settings. I assume it was Voyager though. Pull the batteries from DP, that was tough. You can start trading soon. Yeah. Hibernia has like 6, right? Really nice. I mean, it's still pretty close when you think about it. Of all the places they could have put the battery stashes, I'm kind of surprised they put one so close to the trader, if they wanted us to like carry them around. Makes you think why they even added a BlackRock stash. And what's the third one? Airfield? I mean, imagine bringing them from Airfield. That's insane. But the Isolation Point is also annoying because you have to unload the Travoy, right? A couple times. You can like bring it in one go. But I guess that's not true from BlackRock or Airfield either. Yeah, the Airfield ones are really freaking far. Marco, welcome in. You just died laughing this week because of Sil's interpretations. Yeah, Sil does that improvisation stuff. I think he has a bunch of redeems for that. There's the long trek to slot batteries out. It is very long, And you have to unload it several times in Farange branch line. And
I might have to drop some gear.
definitely in the ravine, right? The ravine is such a pain. It's horrible. And from BlackRock, there's also Keeper's Pass to unload from. It's just really bad. Okay, we found an RNG Tinder plug. Wonderful. Yeah, these are special books, right? And this The closed version of this book exists. You can spawn it with cheats, but it's nowhere. If anyone finds a closed version of this book, I would love to hear about it. But I don't think it exists anywhere in the game, even though it's spawnable with cheats. It's pretty strange that they never placed a closed version of this. At least I think it's the closed version of this book that's missing. Hopefully I'm not confusing it with a different book. 250 cold to the airfield, so it could, like, yeah, I guess, yeah, it could be similar. I mean, it doesn't matter what's inside, right? It's still the same weight, pretty much. Ooh, when did we get so heavy? wait, what's going on? What got me so heavy? What did I pick up? I was under 40, and then, oh yeah, the rope. Okay, the rope. That's actually very fair. I'm gonna leave this food in here, probably. And the rope will just attach, so that's totally fine. Yeah, so take the tinder. We do kind of need that. Oh, and then there's an archery book. Do we want to take that? I mean, maybe. By the time we come back here, we will not need the book anyway, so maybe we'll still use it now. Okay, I think that's it. We did all the batteries before they reduced the price. It wasn't fun. Yeah, I did it also, like in the first week, because we played a lot. And I actually did it on my old save where the batteries bugged out on Loper at the start, so I had no RNG batteries in cars. I actually did not have enough batteries at all to get all the recipes. I had to spawn the final 6, I think. I had maybe like 1 spare somewhere, but yeah, I couldn't get 6 batteries anymore. I searched the entire freaking map. And I'm really glad they added, like, in general, batteries as a tradable item. I'm not a fan of the idea, but at least it's just for like recipes and whatnot. So it's for one-time items. I think all stuff that the trader asks for that are not one-time trades should be renewable items. Still also said he needs to know my full address so he can do his impression better. Yeah, I'm sure that would help him. Great Bear Island doesn't exist IRL. Yeah, it does not. The devs got inspired by Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada, but it's not really one-to-one, and it's not even necessarily located in the same place, right? I think when you spawn in survival, it says like it's in northern Canada or something. How am I still heavy? What the hell? What did I pick up again? I thought we were fine. I guess we can eat and drink, maybe make ourselves a little lighter, and then we keep going. Thank you for the showery, Sarah. You're playing some Starfield still. How's Starfield going? Book Club Open 1 code for this book. Yeah, for the open one, right? But there is a... We can check. I'm not gonna spawn it, but it's called like... Book Lab E, right? Book Lab E. Probably the 01, right? So that's probably the one that does not exist anywhere. But you can still spawn. It's pretty strange. BB-8, hello. Northern Canadian Wilderness, exactly. Grande Pasaro 8. Wait, how is 8 in... Well, in Spanish. In Portuguese, I would not know at all, actually. But I was thinking Spanish at least. I can't even count to 10 in Spanish. Or Portuguese. Oito. Grande Pasaro Oito. Pasaro. Oh, I see. Pasaro. Alright, let's grab the first memento. Blikina has a very interesting memento, right? The more interesting ones are on the bridge, but there is one up here as well. So we'll take that. And then we just go down. What do you got here? Pork and beans. I'm already heavy, dude. I kind of don't want your pork and beans, to be honest. Yeah. It's so good. Almost a Brazilian. There we go. I'm an honorary Brazilian now. Some other infos requested, including my height and inseam size. Yeah, yeah, all the measurements as usual. Oh, the bear is not here, right? We should actually be perfectly safe from here on. What we are looking for are 3 mementos, and there can be up to 3 RNG stims. Honestly, on this patch, Loper has so many stims because there's so many invisible ones that you're not supposed to have. Like, you can get probably like 25 stims on this patch. On the current version, you can only get like, I don't know, 11, 12. Fala Portuguese. Don't have that little hat accent on your keyboard. Really? Italian doesn't have it? Does that mean I speak Portuguese or... Alright, first memento. This is the memento with noisemakers actually. It also doesn't exist on Loper anymore. You can still get it on lower difficulties, and it's a way to unlock noisemakers if you prefer going to Bleak Inlet over Blackrock for some reason. Urab, welcome, man. Is this a custom map? No, this is Bleak Inlet. It's the map down here. We're gonna go down here. This was still the old bridge, right? They changed this bridge in a recent update. So it's still possible to go here, but you have to kind of do it differently. So interesting that they tried to prevent... I mean, I'm pretty sure that the reason they updated it was to prevent people from going here. And people figured it out. I don't know who figured it out first even. I heard it from Sarah. But I'm sure a bunch of people tried and figured it out pretty quickly. How to get past the block now. Also, do we want to kill a moose here? Like, could be useful. There's nothing for us that way other than timber rolls. I don't need to visit the other building. We could go get the coal. Do we want to get a coal? Unless it could respawn. Why not? Let's go get the coal. But I don't think I'll be hanging around there for too long. We could run into a bear too. Acute accent indicates where the syllable is strongest. Carbon is Grandma's Bowl? What? You prefer this over Blackrock? Yeah, they have their advantages and disadvantages. Like, Blackrock has much milder weather. Bleak Inlet has the worst weather of the base game maps. But Blackrock blizzards happen really quick, and the Timberwolves are more annoying there. Bleak Inlet is also slightly more open as a map, so it's easier to traverse. One is better because of the goat that can kill you in the ravine. Oh yeah. Because of the temptation, right? You came after the goat BB-8, but I guess you can imagine that we did not take the goat. Actually, I had another reason to not take the goat, but yeah, I don't really take it on long runs. Didn't even notice they blocked it. You just walked straight up the railing. Yeah, I'm not even sure if you're able to walk up the railing now before the change. I never tried it. No C or the weird little circle on letters. No umlaut. Flat accent. Yeah. They did a really poor job at blocking it. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Because it's a nice nice shortcut. I like it. Oh, there's actually nothing here. Do I want to drop something? I'm gonna drop food or whatever. Anything that's weighing me down. The rifle book, whatever. We're not gonna be reading that. Not gonna be reading that. And the rest is kind of okay. So dense fog is ending. Let's take advantage of light fog while it still exists. At least I think it's ending. Maybe not. The next two mementos are on the long bridge. And where's the stims? Far Island, Hill, and the Cannery. Yeah, we gotta do the Cannery parkour. Gotta do the Cannery parkour. I can actually go inside the Cannery because we don't have the node. Is that it? There was like 6 call instead of 4. Maybe I'm blind. Alright. Yeah, it's already light fog, so fog will end very soon. I think that's the translation, the thing you use in hair. Little hair bow. Oh, I see. Is that how you call the accent thingy? Or did I miss something? Because I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean, the grandma's little hairball. I just saw that, I was like without context. I was like, what? If you can go already, it kind of messes up a lot of routes. Yeah, won't they think of the speedrunners, right? Isn't good shortcut close to High Cave? Close to High Cave? Like to Ravine entrance or to go down? I never go down from there. There's a bunch of... sadly there's a bunch of invisible barriers in Blick Inlet. So there are certain hands you just can't take. Otherwise there will be many nice... Ooh, RNG matches? Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Why not? Getting a little heavy though. We could sleep in a trailer or something maybe, spend the night there, or do we do... I kind of don't want to do the parkour just
Too much
yet.
stuff to carry.
I think this one has the memento, right? Memento? There's the memento. This is the best memento. This is the one that has the Cowichan sweater. That's a huge upgrade. The invisible, beautiful Cowichan sweater. It actually has 3 unique items. The Cowichan sweater is the most interesting one. Till 2, yeah, tilled. 2 invisible walls to stop us. There's a small passage between them. Oh, I never took that goat. That could be a really good one, yeah. That sounds like a really nice one. Depends on where you want to go. I would have used this one anyway because we needed to go this way for the memento. But on most paths you would want to take here. On a typical path, that might be better to go down from there, so that you can also hit that cabin up by the waterfalls. Bear spawn is pivotal for the Dark Walker one. Yeah, it's gonna be... It's gonna be... much harder now. Like, I don't know. Sometimes speedrunners do... What speedrunners do, they play the older patch, right? That's of course only available to people on Steam. But I know a lot of speedrun categories do that once like some patch breaks speedruns. But I don't think that's the case for TLD category. I'm not sure. It's not that many people speedrun TLD, so you know it's probably not necessarily established. Oh yeah, I need to sip. Thank you, Sarah. Oh yeah. On your new Loper, you found combat Penzol Beach Command. Yeah, that's always a nice find. I remember when I started my Misery, right? My first Misery run. I'm sure Loopy remembers it. There we go, we got all 3 mementos. This is just a hint though, no loot. I got 99% combat pens in Pleasant Valley in the farmstead. It was such a nice find. Right at the start of Misery. Yeah, we're gonna get Cowichan Sweater. That's like the best, the single freaking best memento of them all. So nice. You remember what now? When I got the 99% combat pants in Misery. Right at the start, and you were so mad about it. Good times, huh? Avoiding the cannery for now. How am I gonna do this? We are a little heavy, so I'm gonna go to this trailer first to drop off some stuff, and then we check the hill. There can be an RNG stim on the hill if we get a corpse. The corpse always has a stim. I think the other... You can get like a snow shelter or something, backpack. Those don't have anything interesting in my... Yeah, I'm not sure actually. But yeah, the stim is the one you want basically. Maybe there can be another energy drink here if you're really lucky. This looks like the energy drink run. We already got 3. Grandpa's little hat. And a cute or grandma's little hairball. Oh, I see. That's what. That's how you remember them. Huh? I wonder if that's like Brazilian, like specifically Brazilian. I've never heard of that. Like without context, I was really confused. Up his tail. Yeah. I never called them that way. I guess Grandpa's little hat. I just called it like a little roof or something. That's sort of how I described it before. And these days I would probably call it. I'd probably call it like the power symbol, right? Like because you use that like when you do the power with numbers. The power symbol. What's there? What's there? Ooh, stump remover. Yes, because we need gunpowder on Interloper. Let's just drop off a bunch of stuff in here. Speedrun TLD, walking backwards all time, great content. Yeah, or diagonally, right, with the crab walk. That gets pretty annoying at some point.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Ooh, lantern fuel. Firelock! We got an RNG firelock! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Give me some firelocks in chat. There we go, Sarah, thank you. Best item, best freaking item. But we're gonna drop it because it's heavy. Portuguese has letters that resemble sounds, speaking in aspects of Latin. On the other hand, yeah, English... I think English is actually the odd one out. Maybe French also sort of does it. Pretty hard to learn how to pronounce, right? Like you know the word, but then you also need to sort of learn the pronunciation, and that's pretty foreign concept to many languages. Alright, let's store a bunch of stuff so that we're not too heavy. This alone makes me a lot lighter, but wait, where am I? Why am I carrying this energy drink? Where did I get? Oh, that was in the ravine, right? This, also the stem. We can drop a bunch of birch. Obviously, I don't need to carry this much. Right, let's carry like, yeah, this is totally fine. Maybe I'll even leave them here as a safety. What else do we drop? This. I guess I could drop the crampons, but let's keep them. Let's keep them for now. Eat some. 8 firelogs and you can buy the blue flare. Yeah, that was such an insane price. I don't get it. I'm not sure what they were thinking. Imagine if next week we might actually get the update, right? Like it's getting pretty close. It might already happen. Could even be this week in theory. Like it's not impossible that they'll just give it to us this week, but I'm thinking next week probably. And of course they could always delay it. I mean, we know how it goes. Oh no, sounds like the wind's picking up. Just as I wanted to go outside. It's a scam. Then we're both finding a rule in French pronunciation. Yeah, I don't. I mean, you heard me pronounce Trevoy. And I pronounce it like that for a reason. Okay, it's actually not that windy. We even have crows out, so it's like relatively mild, at least for Blick Inlet. German has a lot of sounds that are hard to learn, but it's still closer. Yeah, the letters. Like the sounds are a different thing, but once you learn them, it's I guess it's like easier to learn this. There's fewer of them. Yeah, less for letters, just ignore them, yeah. Travoy. You missed the times when I was reading Italian. Oh my god. Sometimes it's it reminds me of like when I was a kid and didn't know English too well. Like when you read English, but you just like pronounce it, you know, without the English pronunciation. It just sounds so strange. I don't see the corpse, so we didn't get the stem here. Never knew the word Travoy till this game. Yeah. It's I guess it's like a specific kind of a sled, right? We got the snow shelter. Yeah, there can be a corpse here and like an orange jacket. That's the one that has the stem. So we're not gonna get a stem, right? Yeah, we get a freaking baseball cap. And I guess we could even harvest this for cloth if we really need it, but I'm gonna take the maple. And we are checking yeah, let's get the Koei-chan. Let's get the Koei-chan. Definitely want the Koei-chan. That's a huge upgrade. Sounded proper good though. Could have fooled you for sure. Aw, thank you. Because we can hear him doing hand gestures. Oh yeah. I was absolutely doing them. I was wow. I was putting all my heart into it. And I mean, we still have Overcooked 1, right? But it doesn't work. Like the sound doesn't work for some reason. So stupid. So there's always a Timberwolf pack on the ice here. That's a little unfortunate. We may have to find them. I need to go check the island. That's where one of the RNG stems can be. So I do want to check it. That's just snow. Wow, I'm finding so much stuff in these glove boxes in Blick Inlet. It's pretty crazy. And there is our beloved memento. So this is insanely powerful. Fisherman sweater, Koei-chan sweater, and the military coat. All three unique. We may as well switch. We have so many cool sweaters that we're not supposed to have. There we go. So I don't actually see the Timberwolves, but they should be over there somewhere. We might be able to get past them. Let's see. Illegal coercion, exactly. If you ask my main language, yeah, because I don't reveal where I'm from. But like, you know, Central European languages, even though they can be like sort of different, but the pronunciation it's I guess it's just how you describe it in Portuguese. I guess it's actually very similar, or even many Latin languages. It's nothing like English, that's for sure. Not even close. Oh, look at that! Another advanced skill book. 3 special fish, you need 1 more for the achievement. Or just for like display purposes. Yeah, honestly, that achievement took me way longer than it should have. I just couldn't get... which one was I missing? I think the burbot, yeah. Really struggled. I spent like 3 or 4 days fishing. I had to like stop with fishing just to get more tackles, because I broke too many. Oh yeah, for the achievement. Made a cougar knife. Admire at the cougar knife. It's so good. Cougar knife is insane. Pronounced Travois. Yeah, it should be like Travois, but I don't know. It takes too long to pronounce, and it feels very foreign to me. Like I'm not used. Probably because I don't speak French at all, right? But like, yeah, I just say Travois. Just it's faster to me. I
Wonder
guess.
who owns this stuff.
Come on, another firelock. Ah, antibiotics. Imagine if you got another firelock. That would be such a blast run. Give me more firelocks. Fluent PLD and has an honorary certificate in Danish linguistics. Oh, yes. The video how to build a bridge to workshop using customization. Is there one? Well, this is funny because I actually know how to do that. I've been planning to do one myself, but I guess someone beat me to it. I need to check if it's the same strategy I use. But yeah, I know how to build one. I have not seen a video though. Feel free to share on Discord. I wonder, yeah, it wouldn't be too far-fetched if someone discovered it already. But kind of a bummer, because I wanted to make a video on that too, but now that if it already exists, it's kind of pointless. Fun video. Oh, already 1 month. Really? And I haven't really heard about it until now. Interesting. Yeah, feel free to share it. I'm curious if it's the same. If it involves like being in building mode outside and all that. Then oh no, it's different. Oh, I think I know what you mean. I think I saw it. Still, feel free to share it. I have a different way of building it, like a more like an actual bridge, right? Like just actual bridge that you can walk through. It's obviously higher effort and like you need some serious exploits that might get fixed. But I think I have seen that one now that I think about it. Like they just used decorations and stuff, right? I think I know which one you mean. Or maybe there's another way to use the rock cache again. I don't remember how the bridge worked, but I think I've seen it. Yeah. Still, wouldn't hurt to check it again, just so that we don't do both. Because I can tell you, I want to do a bunch of videos of safe house customization. There's quite a few really nice glitches, and I don't think they're public knowledge. Most people know the calendar trick, right? That one is pretty common, and we've been already talking about the pillow, how powerful pillow is. I've shown it on stream, but it's not really that well known. And there's a bunch of others, so like there's a lot of stuff to go through, and I think you should be able to even build like a whole freaking bridge to the cannery if you really feel like it, so they don't have to do the parkour. It'll be pretty cool. Learning some Portuguese as well, indeed. Dentist, ooh, okay. I hope it will be quick and painless. Noah teleport up to the dock. Yeah, teleport with the travois, right? Yeah. Yeah, I shared. I never really explained it or showed it on stream, but I shared a rope climb document on Discord on the Great Barrier University channel. There's like a dog with all the possible workarounds past all ropes and how difficult it is to climb ropes. And I actually do mention it there, I think, but I never really showed it anywhere. But yeah, that's a cool one. One downside is that the travoy passively decays, right? So you do have to come back and check up on it every now and then, otherwise it'll disappear. I think this is actually the cards with the stim, so we might have gotten lucky. Let's see. Is it the one? Yeah, so nice. We got the invisible stim here. And the third one is in the cannery, right? That's the one that's always been there. And it only disappeared after I fixed the invisible item bug. So that one is guaranteed, so we're gonna get another one there. And that's it for Blake Inlet. Oh no, we still have to loot the Noisemaker memento on our way out, but that'll be it. But yeah, I think Hinterland will fix these patches eventually. Like, that's a given. That's kind of why I at least want to wait until this update, right? So that they don't somehow hotfix it or whatever. Before I share the safe customization tips and whatnot. I think they will address them eventually. I'm pretty sure they already modified rugs, right? Like, you could stack rugs much more easily. Back in December we built to the upper floor of, or like attic, it wasn't really upper floor, to the attic of Community Hall, right? And a few patches later, mysteriously, you could no longer do that. At least not so easily. There are still ways to place the rugs, but it's not as convenient anymore. So yeah, they are on the lookout for these glitches, and they definitely don't want us climbing places that are not meant to be climbed. Definitely they don't want us build bridges to the cannery or whatever. But I mean, it would be too cool to not share. They might fix it accidentally anyway, even if it's not shared. So it's better to share it so people can enjoy it at least for a bit. Going to become a citizen of the world. If I am a citizen of the world, where do I pay taxes? That's the question. That's the question that interests me. Remember not to bite, yeah. But a metal tooth, like a fake tooth, or you mean like braces, maybe? Come on, Macross. Found around 12 stims on Loper without old glitch. Yeah. I think that's some of them are RNG, right? Some of them are RNG, but you get like 10 guaranteed ones. There's one in Blackrock, Summit, one in PV, one in Cinder Hills, Desolation Point Ravine, that's 6. Mountain Town is 7. Broken Railroad has 2 more, and one that's like 50% chance. Then HRV has like a really rare one. And Zone of Contamination has, I think it has 2 guaranteed ones, and you can have up to 2 more RNG ones. And I think that's all those stims on the current patch that I can remember.
I need to find a place to rest.
But this patch has so many more, it's insane. Base customization outside Bleak is very fun. Oh, you want your main base in Bleak? Yeah, I mean, you could do a lot of stuff with these. These cannery buildings, lots of place to build. Potentially renovate them nicely. I never really wanted to make a main base in Bleak. Like, there are many advantages, right? You can beachcomb here. It is the sunniest region in the game. Lots of auroras. T-Bros can be a little annoying, but if you keep living in the same spot, they take ages to respawn late game Loper. So they're actually not that bad once you clear them, you know. And they respawn one by one, so you can like if you regularly visit, you will never get a large pack ever again. You will just have to fight a 2-pack of T-Bros at worst, and that's very easy to deal with. A 2-pack of T-Bros is pretty much always better than a Black Wolf. Once they get larger, then not always, but yeah. Looks like we're not getting an Aurora. In Monaco, oh yeah. I could get behind that. You'll pay taxes everywhere. No, 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 that does not sound great. That does not sound great. But I think we can leave this. Let's do it drop. Man, this is a mess. There is no system. Unlike the Timber of Mountain floor, there is no system to this one, I have to say. This is just a mess. I'm just dropping it where I feel like. Yeah, let me drop this heavy military coat and the spare fisherman sweater. And we still have something, the wool shirt as well. Some more food to drop maybe. And I guess I can leave all of this too. I'll leave the marine flare because maybe that'll come in handy. But actually I might be too tired to do the parkour. Why am I doing the parkour again? For the stem, right? We may need to maybe... What if I nap for an hour? That could be sufficient to do the parkour. And we could also drop some more stuff still, like... Yeah. Leave a liter of water here. Maybe we can actually do it. This is a little spooky though. %70% of the tooth will be metal now. Oh, well, you'll be able to crush through anything then. You don't deal with timber rolls, you just repair your tools and arrows and leave. Ali gets seen by timber rolls, you sneak in though. So you don't base in the cannery then? I guess with safe house customization you can just use the residences maybe. That's a very nice base once you can make the workbench there, right? That's what is really missing, but with safe house customization that's no longer an issue. You're in cannery and still don't deal with timbies? I would just deal with them honestly. I guess if you can sneak past them reliably, yeah, you get to save on the tools, on the bow condition. But late game Loper, a 4-pack of Timbies, it's 80 days to respawn, right? And it's like 20 days per wolf. So if you kill 3, you'll have to fight a 2-pack every 20 days. And that just means kill 1 wolf, ideally while it's still howling. So they won't even charge you or anything. It should be very, very easy to deal with them that way. Once you kill the initial 4-pack and you need to do the parkour, because there are scripted spawns in the cannery. The first time you do the parkour, but after that, okay, let's take an hour nap. Good shortcut in Mountain Town from the crash site to the bunker. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can basically goat from there if you start close to the plane, right? I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I think I've done it once. I've seen it on a video. I usually don't take it, but I should learn it so that I sort of remember it without having to look it up. That would be pretty useful sometimes. Even they told you to sneak in and out. Yeah, I usually use stones. There are multiple ways to sneak inside. I remember when there was the recipe tournament. I used to sneak into the cannery a lot, even during Auroras. Actually, during Auroras, it might be even easier to sneak in. You can sort of just run in. They will see you, right? But they actually don't go to most of the cannery. So if you're taking the parkour path, it's pretty easy to get past. But I don't know. I'm not sure if we're gonna be sneaking in. I could try and use the stones. I kind of don't want to fight them right now because, as I said, they will respawn. I would need more stones though. Because they will be sort of blocking the entrance. Do enter the mill, they walk away. It's the respawn that freaks you. Yeah. Wait, which respawn though? Like the scripted one. Yeah, that's why you don't want to kill them. I think as long as you don't kill them, the scripted one actually doesn't really do anything. But if you kill timber rolls, a new pack spawns. Oh, I'm trying to leave the milling machine, I see, yeah. I actually find that part actually a little easier, but they're already outside, yeah, I was too slow. I think they heard me. No?
If I don't
We
rest
can
soon,
try
I'm
it this way,
gonna
I might
faint.
be able to... All 4 of them are outside already. Worst case, we'll have to fight them. Yeah, they're kind of walking back though. Don't want to spend too much time here, maybe we'll just fight them. Run past them after going down, yeah. The problem is they're walking back already. And I don't have enough stones, we may have to just... deal with them. Huh, might be possible. Now they're walking away. This is our moment. Let's try it. If they aggro, we should. Keep going. I don't wanna tap crouch, but this guy might get too close. Once you tap crouch, they hear you much more easily. So I'm just gonna try and fully crouch and hope far enough, but this guy's gonna be pretty close. Yeah, I don't think we can do this. I could throw the stone, but nah, he can hear me. Luckily they are in a struggle mode here, so they are a lot more predictable, they don't run around. Okay, so we killed one. I could have probably outrun them, but I kind of wanted to keep some fatigue for this rope climb so that I am not encumbered and I'm still on it. Because we need to get up here, that's where the stem is. That's the important thing. And I will be encumbered, but it doesn't matter anymore. This is the only rope climb we have to do. We actually want to search any of this? Probably not really.
Hope I can still eat this.
You better not bite me up here, dude. I don't know how buggy they are on this patch, but he sounded like he was about to bite. Okay, should be fine. No woodworking tools on this patch. Looks like it didn't actually trigger... Maybe if you just kill one, it doesn't trigger the scripted spawns. I don't see any. It's still the same one. A nice try, Loopy. Yeah, there should have been a new pack here already. But they didn't spawn. Is it this... is there even a first aid kit here? No, I think it's the one all the way in there, right? But there is some container here. So it, yeah, I did. Huguro, welcome in.
I could use this.
Horrible team. Not a bad find. Is there any particular reason for this version of the game? Yeah, we are just trying to collect some forbidden, invisible Loper loot. We found stuff like Cowichan sweater and so on Interloper. And that only happens on this patch. Now we're going to get another item. There's an extra stim here in the cannery that no longer spawns on the current version. So we're just kind of collecting these items for fun, you know, just to have a nice little collection. There's the first aid kit, that's the one we want. There's been a stim here for ages, like this used to be the guaranteed Loper stim, right? But then it got removed once they fixed the invisible items. Pretty sure a lot of these stims being removed were like completely non-intentional. But yeah. Snow shelter bug, didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, it's so freaking scary. That's why we added that redeem. I think it's still early enough so that we don't see ruined shelters. We saw a shelter up on the hill, right? But it wasn't ruined. Man, I'm finding so many items in containers. Is this even Loper? And this is actually a great find, the mittens. That's cloth, right? Cloth is always good. Right, they can't come here. I don't think on this patch we can shoot them. On current patch, if you just stand still, they should like stop carrying. Oh no, it sort of works, I think. It works. We might be able to shoot them from here. Ah, I have to go collect that later. We're gonna go down there anyway. Can you come here, sir? We can save them like this. We can save spot them, but they are ignoring me completely now. There we go. I need a... I will most likely lose an arrow doing this, but let's see. We could maybe use a stone as well. That might work. Nah, that was my last stone too. Yeah, okay, he's gonna bleed out, we're just gonna have to find him. Maybe it would have been, I don't know, this was actually a really crappy decision. It would have been better to just kill them outright than to look for the arrow later. Especially in Blick Inlet. We're gonna lose way too much time on that. I should have just killed him with a headshot and, you know, in the open. You have resurrected save. Loper died at 592, but Steam Deck kept the save. And you have some cardboard matches, hunting knife, and the ultra calorie broth. Oh yeah, the broth is also really nice. It's from a different patch, but yeah, that's a nice thing about the... Stop barking. It's about the Termigan patch. That's a nice special item too. I don't think it's possible anymore. Complicated to sneak out if you go in mill. Yeah. We can't go in here actually. So that's the thing, like, I usually don't have the patience to to sneak. But sometimes it's nice when you are trying to save ball condition. Is he not bleeding out? I think it was like a hip shot, so it's gonna take a while. Also, I have no idea. Okay, there we go. He's bleeding out, so they are scared. But I'm gonna have to find where that guy ran, which is not good. Because he might have run towards the other pack anyway, so it's not gonna help me at all. That's not really a good decision, I think. Why am I still here in a... Okay, that's weird. He's gonna attack me. No. Oh, that's the guy. Oh, that's the guy with the arrow. That's really weird that he was still following. Okay, I need to see his general direction. He should not be too far off bleeding out. We're gonna check that way. That's good. As long as it doesn't go out on ice, I'm pretty happy with it. Search backpack after searched it. Yeah, isn't that still a thing sometimes on the current patch? I feel I see that pretty often. Okay, we're mostly done with Blicking. I just want my arrow back. Honestly, I shouldn't have done it this way. That was really silly. Like, I could have... Out in the open ice, it's not even that bad. I've just taken him. Now we have to track him down. It's gonna kind of suck. At least there's still tracks. I mean, maybe we can just track him this way. He should be bleeding out soon enough. Not sure if that's the timber wolf that ran off. I think it is. But we're close to the other pack as well, so I'm trying to be pretty... See, there's a bunch there. That's not where I wanted him to run. Also, there's a Team B right here. Not sure if that's... Oh no, that's a completely separate pack. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Let's just clear them. Let's just clear them. It's gonna be better. This was unnecessary. If we just shot the first one, we could have avoided dealing with these guys altogether. At least the arrow broke on the other guy, because that clearly wasn't a headshot, which was strange. So let's get back to tracking that other timber wolf. Sort of lost track in here. He was going this way, that's why we were following him, and after that, not so sure. You can see the tracks here. So he ran on the ice and then back that way. Oh, come on, really? Tracks end here? No, okay, he went back this way. Oh my god. The problem is, yeah, you can't see that there's no tracks on the ice, but I also don't see him on the ice, so who the hell knows where he went? I have to do a second round on these guys. And I don't want to lose my arrow. Night wolves are stronger. I think they are more aggressive and they do have higher detection range, but their health and damage should be the same, unless they are... There's another one, let's see. He spots me. Yeah, other than that they should be the same. Different weather in Blickhill at this patch. Almost always a strong wind blowing. It's just RNG, right? Sometimes you just get lucky. Like this is, this looks pretty good. We are very lucky, I think, so far, but I don't think the weather is different. It's just us having some good luck now. But very annoying to look for this wolf. That was such a bad decision to shoot him like that. I gained basically nothing by doing that. and I lost a bunch of time. I might even leave the arrow behind, honestly, if we don't find him quickly, because this is not like, you know, it's not that important of a save, and we still have 6 arrows. I think I have 1 broken, so we have plenty of arrows. Normally I would not do that, but just how I don't save scam on this patch, I also don't care if I lose 1 arrow, like whatever. We're gonna sleep now either way. We'll have another look in the morning, but we're too tired. It's already midnight. It's getting cold. Let's go back to our trailer. Can check this side. Maybe we'll find the carcass here, but yeah, like there's so many little nooks here where he could just hide. Struggle with night wolves. Well, struggle depends also on exhaustion, right? So we're taking a lot of risk. That's another thing. Over here, mister. Are you gonna aggro? If you are, I just wanna deal with you while you're howling. He's weird. He does not run and he doesn't howl. Very strange. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, so like since we're exhausted, that's pretty dangerous, right? Even with the hunting knife we found. Timberwolves deal half damage, though they're actually less dangerous in struggles. So struggles are fine with Timberwolves. At full health, we are very unlikely to die. I think even when we are exhausted, we're probably not going to die with 36% protection. I would be more worried about clothing, right? If we get torn clothing from the struggle, that's much worse. That's something I would fear, but there's a small chance that is the Timberwolf. I think it's just some object. Yeah, it's very painful to look for them here. They could run in so many different places. Nice try. Wolves on drugs. Yeah, Timberwolves sometimes really struggle noticing you, even though they have much better detection range. Sometimes they just don't. I don't know why. You're talking about black wolves. Yeah, that's the reason I prefer Timberwolves. You're less likely to die to one. Especially if you're prepared, if you have a bow and everything. If you're like 30-40% condition, then you're in danger no matter what. Timberwolf or black wolf. Both are really bad. Timberwolves can be dangerous in some ways though, like because it's harder to avoid them, right? So you might be forced into fighting them or something. And you really don't want that when you're low on condition. Black wolves, they are easy to like just scare away if you really don't want to fight them, but then, you know, you have to be careful about not running into one. Okay, yeah, we simply don't have the food to stay here, so I'm going to eat what I got. Drink the soda maybe. We can also eat this murder fish. This one is not bad, 89%. That's safe. And we need to get to Muskeg, then we can replenish our kettle supplies. There's so many kettles in there. Okay, just gonna have a look real quick. I need to pick up the other liter of water so that we have enough. And we sleep for maybe 8 hours, see how the weather's like in the morning. Probably gonna be cold, I mean it's Bleak Inlet, but we don't need to recover much condition, so we don't need to sleep 10 hours at once. Let's do 8. Have you noticed that when you drag Travoy, the detection radius of wolves is very small? Is it? I have not noticed that. Maybe it's lower. That's interesting. Is there any chance you're using the cougar feet? Okay, we got a blizzard, so we'll stay here for a bit. Because yeah, the cougar feet also lowers it, right? Just in case you're using that. But that's what gets me thinking, right? If you're not using the cougar feet, using both cougar feet and Travoy, I wonder how much that would lower the radius. Without cougar feet, yeah, that's interesting. So, we have how much metal? Only 3. I'm harvesting the quality tools. Let's do it now. We can find more later. We have spare ones in several places. I need the metal. Since we want to forge a hatchet, I want to have enough for a hatchet. There we go. Let's also harvest this thing. And I have a bunch of mending to do maybe. Also, we can always sleep, right? But let's see. The mittens. Yeah, let's harvest these. Always hurts to harvest 96% mittens, but we already have better ones, so yeah. Also, did I drop? Yeah, this is curing. That's good. So, what do we mend? What do we mend? This 58%, yeah, that's pretty... That's pretty mend-worthy, I think. Black Wolf took you out, ate close to 90% condition, maybe you were tired. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Black Wolves. And that's why, that's also the best thing about Cougar Claw Knife. So Cougar Claw Knife is the game changer. Before Cougar Claw Knife, you could pretty much always die on Interloper with Black Wolf. You get an unlucky struggle, you go down from full health. Even if you're not exhausted, it can still happen. Unless you have the ballistic vest, you would not have enough protection. If you get truly an unlucky struggle, get double blood loss, a bunch of lacerations, your condition is gonna go down really quick. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? It's just RNG. But after they release the Cougar Claw Knife, this is no longer the case. If you're full condition, have like endgame clothing, like 40-ish% protection, and you're not like completely exhausted, which is also easier now with the caffeine pills. You should never die to a wolf anymore late game. If you, I mean, if you do, it's obviously like you can die, but it's something that can be avoided much more easily. Before that, it used to be if you got like unlucky and run into a wolf, or just like, you know, not pay attention, run into a wolf, you could have just lost the run to that alone. There's nothing you could have done. I think I'll be spending cloth on these. I'm gonna let them decay. It's not really worth it. We don't really care about any of this stuff, so we'll be taking 3 hours nap. See what the weather's after. Timberwolf couldn't patch. That happens on the current patch, but on this patch, not so much. The pathing thing really changed after Zone of Contamination patch. So even if they can't path, they should still be able to notice you. That's the difference, right? On the current patch, if you're standing somewhere where you can't be reached, everything just like ignores you. Even the cougar, right? If you stand on a steep cliff or a campfire, they pretend you're not there. But on this patch, they still see you, and like wolves can even charge you. Even regular wolves can still get past a lit campfire if you don't scare them, right? They stand there, growl at you, but you need to scare them. If you leave them behind and you're like you don't position yourself between you don't position the fire between yourself and the wolf, they could charge you after some time. That's still the good old mechanics. Oh my god, this is such a mess. Drop the stims here. Get the antibiotics as well. Didn't finish Loper travel correctly. Yeah, it could be. I mean, I think they were saying something in the release video too, right? About smelling if you put like meat in there. But that actually doesn't work, right? I'm gonna take a couple of these. What do we want to take? Definitely the hammer, right? So we're about to leave. We're about to leave. Most of these can actually stay. I don't care too much. I'll be taking the pelt actually, because the pelt is nice. Once I cure it, I will need it for my rabbit mittens. Maybe the special clothing. I'm gonna take that. And enough metal. We have enough cloth, right? 2 is good. Actually not be carrying this food. Maybe some coal, but we should be fine. Well, how's the matches? Do we want to just roll with 3? I think we'll be fine. We're leaving Blick Inlet anyway. I'll take the skill bookie. We're at 35 kilos. I think that's okay. I think it's time to go. I think it's time to go. Maybe... Nah, I think we're fine. Yeah, so let's see if we find the wolf somewhere, but if we don't, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna bother on this run. I don't care that much if I lose one arrow. And let's see where the moose is. I should probably spin just in case it's here. Blickinlet almost always has a moose on this patch. I'm not sure if it's still the case. It feels like Blickinlet moose were nerfed quite a bit. Let's watch the crows. Yeah, we got crow weather, so we could find the carcass if we're lucky, but this is the deer one. I think there's always a deer carcass or a doe carcass here. So that's not what we're looking for. Beast mode now with Cougar Knife, never lost a struggle. Your Cougar Knife has seen better days though at 36. Yeah, I mean, if you keep killing a couple Cougars, then you can just get several pretty easily. Oh man, this pack is annoying. It's not really here anymore post-refresh, but yeah, they're very often here. Re-refresh. So let's deal with them. I kind of have to, I think. I don't really have a choice here. Come here. What are you doing, dude? Okay, that was nasty. He was not running straight at me. He was not running straight at me. Alright. 30% bow, yeah, this is why I didn't want to shoot too many of them. Okay, screw it, let's keep going. It's one less pack in our way. Oh, just to deal with this freaking thin ice. I think this is thin ice, right? Oh no, the timberwolves run through here, so it sort of can't. Boy, no smell is a feature. Yeah, it's so freaking convenient, right? They need to back off. Exactly. Exactly. Interesting that all 0 days carcasses are almost empty, but the moose, yeah, moose is almost full. Yeah, the moose carcass is really special. I wonder if they'll ever add a bear carcass somewhere, or maybe another moose carcass in any future regions. Carcasses are always empty, even the beachcombing ones, right? And I prefer not touching carcasses, they're pre-spawn, because I kind of like them to generate feathers. How do you get past here again? I don't remember. I think we can make it by sprinting, but I kind of don't want to risk it. Can we do it? We probably can. And if you're gonna get wet, it's Magellan's weather, so it's gonna get fun. Okay, no, that's fine. Really, barely any sprinting needed. 5 couriers on 1.0, so you're good. Yeah, like, once you have a couple knives, honestly, I kind of wish there was another use for the Cougar Claw, because late game, you're gonna have way too many of them and nothing to do with them. You don't even need them for repairs. Honestly, they should have required them for repairs. That would have been a lot better. No new region in survival mode. Oh, you're a pessimist. I'm thinking they will add at least some of the Wintermute ones, and after that we might get like completely new ones, right? We'll see if they will just focus on Blackrock fully or
if the
not.
owner's around.
There's the noisemakers. Oh, also some revolver ammo. Okay, I'll take it and let's go out. Let's go out. I'm very light on water. Let's try and make it in the cave. I think the weather should last until then. Go to the cave here. We'll make some water, but we are starting to be very low on food. I think there's some rabbits there, but the rabbits are not enough. That's not much food. I kind of need to leave the region already. I feel like killing the moose, especially since our bow is pretty low condition now. Necklace or house decoration with the claws. Yeah, even if it was decorative, like it doesn't have to have gameplay advantage. like the Cougar Claw Knife, but it is kind of a useless item. Maybe even just for trading, just give it as a trading requirement for something valuable, right? Totally fine with that too. If they add no new regions, you'll be asking for a refund, or you'll sue for emotional distress. Yeah, I hope they will add some. Like, they said they have a good reason for not adding them. It's not greed or laziness, it's like... They think they might not fit survival. And we'll see, right? We'll see this year, once they release it. We can all make our own opinions. But they are planning to release, I think, 3 new regions from what I said, from the diary. So I would be surprised if at least one of those regions was not portable, right? Maybe not all 3, but like I could see at least one of those 3 being ported. You want chapter 5? Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Whatever map is in chapter 5 in survival. That's the thing though we want. They said they are not sure if they will port it though. They are not sure yet. And they did not tell us exactly why, but they said that they think that it might not fit the game. So let's see. I think most people would like to see them, right? If it's like not super linear or it doesn't make any sense or whatever, it's possible we'll see like a mainland map at the end of episode 5, right? That might not fit survival, for example. That's understandable. But if it's a map like Blackrock or something, then why not, right? I know some people who hate Blackrock are going to say, okay, if it's like Blackrock, we don't need it. But you know what I mean, like Blackrock, it might not be like designed straight for survival. You can sort of feel like it's designed for Wintermute, but it's still fine. It fits in survival just fine. No big deal. Still better of having it. Wish they would bring back Cougar Struggle as a quick time event as well as a real world Cougar. Yeah, I kind of liked how dangerous the first Cougar felt. I like some things about the second one. There are some improvements, but I don't know. Like, neither of the Cougars were perfect, and there is room for improvement, and I don't think they will touch it anymore though, because it takes too much time, and one way or another someone will be disappointed. Would be great. Wait, I will assume that the Suzuki telescope and the mills are too linear. Yeah, linearness and maybe like where it's located, right? If there's a mainland map in episode 5 at the very end, then I can see how they might not want to add that. Would be great if Cougar Claws and Bear Moose Pelts had their own traits. Exactly. Like, I like that there's a Pelts trait, but
I could eat a horse.
with how much easier it is to trade rabbit pelts, the other pelts just sort of don't have their use, right? Like, you might use them for trades if you have a spare, but I wish there were some more valuable trades that were like specifically for moose and also bear hides. Yeah, like bear hides are more common, but they are much more valuable to the player, especially on Loper, right? Like, I always kill bears on sight or bear pelts because they're so damn useful. Okay. Do we do one more? How's this looking? And it's still quite windy. I'm gonna do another litter. Maybe the wind will die down. Anything we can do here? Not really. I guess we can do some limited curing. Actually not curing here. Need to move it. How does it not fit into survival? Must be because Person's Mills is not on Great Bear Islands. Just let us repair the big boat. We could get the mainland map. Like, I think it's definitely possible. And I can see why they would not want to add that. End of the day, they are working on a new game. Given you push 900 plus hours into the game, you're happy with the content we got. Yeah, absolutely. Like, even if they don't add any new map, the map is already pretty huge. about the game when Desolation Point was out. Yeah, the map was so small, right? It was these three. That was like the first three, and then Desolation Point. I do wish they added some maps because I don't like how the map is sort of X-shaped, right? Like, I would love a region here, maybe one or two here, and I would love a connection between Blickland and Broken Railroad, and like it would just feel much nicer to traverse the map. Just for that reason alone, it would really help if they did give us new regions. That's like the thing I want to see the most. Some extensions. If they give us some free updates, there should be extensions to the existing map. Because, you know, if they give us DLC maps, they will be kind of like park territories. They'll be appended to the base map probably, which is still fun, but it won't solve this X-shaped map problem. Okay, I think we're gonna lose the torch based on the wind strength. But we need to go. We're really hungry. I need to make it to Muskeg. I need some cattails or something. Or kill a deer even. I don't think there will be a deer in my way here. A moose maybe, but as I said, I don't want to spend 3+ shots on a moose. And then feel bad about leaving behind 35 kilos of meat. I don't really harvest the carcasses. So yeah, we might have to drink some birch just for calories if we don't want to lose well fat. And actually there's some cattails by Blickenod entrance too. Let's hope there's not another timber wolf pack here. There could be, even though we already killed one. I saw that birch grove there, but I just can't be bothered. Let's leave. Planchacula, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Pretty sure episode 1 or 2 said the Perseverance Mills were on an island just way up north. Yeah, they say some conflicting stuff, right? Perseverance Mills is supposed to be like up north. And you can see at the start of episode 1 that north is like HRE and Ash Canyon direction. But then episode 2 says that you're supposed to follow the tracks. But the tracks sort of end in Coastal Highway. I mean, Astrid reached Perseverance Mills from Coastal Highway, so like it might make sense to go that way, but it's just strange. Like, you know, like going from here, you're not really going north. Like Pleasant Valley Path makes more sense, but I guess Will and Astrid have to meet somehow, so there might be multiple paths. Okay, looks like no team bees. Also, I don't see the moose, which is good. Don't really want to be bothered by either of them right now. We'll just take some birch bark from here and leave. Even crafted item like bear bedroll or moose satchels for trails would be cool. Yeah, I was wondering if like before the trader was added, if they added, you know, requires us to actually craft items like clothing and maybe cooked food. He only wants raw food, which is interesting. I think, honestly, I think the reason they added raw food is that you cannot cook ruined meat and trade it to him right away,
so
right?
Hungry in my life.
That you can't use the meat piles. Hintron doesn't seem to like the meat piles. Who knows? Maybe they will remove them in one of the patches, but that would be a huge difference to like how people play. Like lots of getting used to the new way. Late game, the meat piles are just so like important to actually having a base somewhere, right? But on the other hand, it is fun to have to hunt fresh food all the time. It's just they are two different things, you know. Like if you just want a chill game, late game, just build stuff or whatever, you really want the meat piles. Otherwise, it's just gonna end up being annoying late game. It's not gonna end up being fun. Oh, there's cattails. There we go. We're not losing well fed. But when I'm focusing more on survival, then having to hunt fresh food is actually very fun. Don't want Hintel and fiddling with your meat piles. Yeah. Sarah, I actually have a question for you. Is there anything that you would make harder in the game? Because in general, when anything makes the game harder, you are not a fan, right? I'm curious if there's something you would want to make harder. It assume Mills is past Milton, but Esther took the long way. Yeah, I mean, lots of the roads are collapsed, right? They say so in Wintermute. So just because there's a paved road doesn't mean you can take it, especially in Wintermute. Even the road to Keeper's Pass and Blackrock and PV from Mountain Town was blocked. Mid gearboxes, which is enough. Yeah, exactly. Like this might be the time for them to remove it because we got extra food from Trader. We got even animal fat, right? Obviously, that's raw food that you cannot eat otherwise. So not ideal, but it will do in a pinch. There's more and more food with every update. Flour is extremely cheap from the Trader. Cured meat. We got the fishing tip-ups, right? That's not very recent, but still, like, that lets you fish so quickly. So, and also with each new region they add, there's more wildlife that respawns, right? So, originally the idea was that you only had a couple of regions, and late game Loper would be tough because you would struggle finding anything to eat, because you would kill all the wildlife and it would take too long for it to respawn. And that's why it actually takes longer for wildlife to respawn, even wolves, right? In theory, it makes the game easier sometimes on Loper. The longer wolf respawns than on Pilgrim or Voyager or Stalker. Because the game wasn't... The core mechanics weren't designed for this amount of maps and this amount of loot that they eventually added. They probably didn't see themselves adding nearly as many. More difficult in one way. Pilgrim could be more difficult. No, I mean in general, like in a game. Not a difficulty, but in general, if there's like some mechanic that you would like to see actually being more difficult. But it's just a question. Like, it's fine if you say nothing, I like it easy. I just noticed that in general, whenever they make something harder, you are not pleased. So I'm curious. You love Voyager and Loper, offer a different kind of gameplay loop. Yeah, I almost always do everything on Loper now. Even when I want a chill game like this, right? I usually just... Oh, there's the moose. I usually just play base Loper for that. And if I want more of a challenge, I usually restrict myself in a different way or play Misery. Yeah, they should scare him. Sadly, he's running the way we want to go.
Kind of thirsty.
Still exploring, Voyager offers that. Yeah, exactly. Like, eventually I got used to doing that on Loper as well. I think we're getting an Aurora too, but oh man, it's so freaking loud. Yeah, definitely an Aurora, which is great because we have a flashlight, we don't have to spend any lantern fuel. Let's get out of here. And we can actually keep going. Auroras are very safe because of the flashlight we have. Oh man, this freaking wind. Yeah, this is the Bleak Inlet, I remember. We check for some feathers here and then we go. Some of the trades could be more pricey and they should definitely differentiate between small, medium and big heights. Yeah. The trades are definitely imbalanced. We're gonna get a trader rebalance this patch, but if I'm being honest, I don't expect any large rebalances. What I expect is that they will add peaches, potatoes and carrots to the trader. Maybe one or two more items that are needed for recipes. I can think of any other, right? Syrup is already a thing. And most of the other are plants which the trader is probably not gonna sell, sadly. So I'm not sure if there's anything else, but yeah. They might rebalance a couple prices, and some of them might end up being worse, like they might make even less sense, perhaps. So let's see. Either you burn out of TLD until your next urge to play, or getting into Loper as a preamble to Misery. Oh yeah, all afflictions on Misery. Yeah, there's an achievement for that. I already did it before they added the achievements. I never really played Misery since. We might try it at some point. I really don't like the no region thing, but like I can just eat healing recipes for healing and sort of play like that. It'll still be quite a step up from Loper, right? From Vanilla Loper, even if you allow yourself to heal with the recipes. And I think I would enjoy it more that way. But the thing that still bothers me is the rheumatic joints. Those I do not enjoy. Like not being able to sprint is really, really annoying. Don't know if it would make the game harder, but I'd like for them to add PB Wolf Heights separate for normal Wolf Heights. Yeah, it wouldn't make the game harder, yeah. I guess that's not that, but I totally agree. I think that'll be great. Like, they really should have done that ages ago. Too bad it's still another thing. More Timbies again. Oh yeah, in some places. Like, how it was pre-patch in December, that was great. Only one flashlight possible on this patch? Yes. And if you somehow miss it, you can still get another one in the second patch, the Standard Pass one. You can actually find invisible flashlights there too, I think. On low pro, it'll be good to make some things hard. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like the game's been getting a little easier and easier, and it's not great because we have 5 difficulties for a reason, right? Like, the higher difficulties should stay difficult, that's the whole point of them. And if you don't like it, then there's always easier ones, right? But if someone wants a challenge and the hard difficulty becomes too easy, then they'll just get bored of the game and move on. IB Key, welcome in. Love the videos, thank you. No way I can't follow you, trying to follow me, but it goes away on its own after a few seconds. Like on Twitch. Maybe you don't have a verified email. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't think I have any other protection set up. If you have like a fresh account, try to verify your email. I don't think I'd require like verifying phone or anything because I don't want to like have any barriers to people following me. So it should work. If it's not that, then it must be just some kind of a bug. So I would maybe even report it to Twitch because I can't think of anything else. Misery without DLC game extremely hardcore, healing completely impossible. Yeah, because you don't have the recipes. That's a good point. That's a really good point. In general, the DLC makes the game a lot easier. Kind of pay to win, really. In that aspect. Oh no! What are we gonna use? Use this. Oh no! No! I have the. Oh my god! I have the setting wrong. Let's change it right away. So 2 things went horribly wrong here. First, it was not an aura wolf yet, right? This is the scary thing that happens. It's a brain fart. I should have thought about that, but I was too distracted. Was not an aura wolf yet, so yeah. Why Black Wolf? It's too early. It's too early in the day. It actually ruined the ERAP, but it doesn't matter. We don't care about the ERAP. I'll just harvest it. So this was the other problem. Oh my god, I had the setting wrong for some reason. Luckily, it was not a bad struggle. Yeah, it messed up our clothing pretty badly, sadly. Also the hat. We'll replace the hat, but yeah, kind of sucks the torn clothing. This was really silly. Don't mind easier, but trader needs easy and now hard trade pass. Yeah, like it's crazy that trader has the same prices on all difficulties. That's like insane. The prices could easily be double on Loper and it would still be broken. It's that good. Except a couple items, right? There are some items that are overpriced, but Yeah, so at least we don't have any blood loss or anything, but kind of sucks with return clothing. But we'll be fine. I'll let the flashlight recharge a little bit. Let's eat some. Go get the mementos. We have a bunch of things we need to get here. So we got the mementos. There's potential wool mittens. I could check for the revolver, even though it shouldn't be on this patch. Potential mag lens, and there was one more thing. I may need to check my notes. I can't think of it. What's the last thing? Oh, let me check. There's a... I should have it quickly, like, noted down in here somewhere. Where is it? Oh yeah, the peanut butter. The peanut butter would be a nice addition. That's a cool trophy. Would be nice for the trader to have different prices each time. Yeah, that would also be cool. That would be interesting. Like, they could have just done it differently, right? Like, the trader simply wants some items and he offers some items. I don't mind that that is always the same items he requires too much. More so the balance itself. Your email is verified. This has never happened to you before. Strange. That is strange. I had no one have any issues. At least no one shared it. Have you been here before? Like, is this your first time in the stream? Maybe it's really something today. Something's bugged out today. We already got one follow today though, so I'm not sure. You could try refreshing or reporting it to Twitch, but that sounds maybe like a technical issue. I don't see any reason why it would not be allowed then, because I don't have anything else set up. I think email verification is literally the only thing. Oh, finally the wind is dying down. Oh, I don't have to yell to even hear myself. Make Interloper onwards, have harder trade prices, obviously, have it be a toggle in customs. Yeah, exactly. They can make more toggles in customs anymore, because they kind of run out of possible codes for the custom code generation. And that's part of the reason why they want to rework the custom settings anyway. So it temporarily wouldn't be available, like, sort of, when we cannot turn on or off afflictions for misery in custom settings. Why is it windy again? Come on. Are you kidding me? Didn't know flashlight worked until the aura full started. Yeah, so the flashlight starts working pretty early into the aurora. Like, if you can barely see or hear the aura, you probably already have the flashlight. But, okay, I hear wind change crows. Nice. So the wind should be officially gone. That is always something to be careful about. That is always something to be careful about. It just happened. But it could have been worse. Honestly, the deer boots are probably the worst of them all. The bear coat also kind of sucks, but it's still 90. But I have very few deer hides, so this is really annoying. We have to repair those. We'll find a toque somewhere, I think. And the Arab will just replace. We can actually do this now, right? Just in case we get into another struggle, so that we don't lose the second one. But yeah, that was definitely a clothing wolf. Also, let's not run into a bear here, especially since we're encumbered. I still have plenty of... Oh, it's 74, that's already not safe to eat. But I would like to get some more kettles as we pass through. Maskiger base in Voyager, got one of the filled Repro cache about the homestead. It's really nice decorated. Yeah, that's pretty much the only viable base in Muskeg. That's the hard thing about Muskeg. So like Muskeg is, it doesn't have very dangerous wildlife. I know that I said this after being in a wolf struggle, but that was me screwing up, not paying attention. But yeah, like the wildlife is not too bad. It's actually the warmest region in the game because of how foggy it is, and it's like It is basically mystery-like temperatures. This does not look safe. But yeah, this thin ice and lack of shelter is where the difficulty in Muscat comes from, right? It's not an easy region because of that alone. Like, it's very annoying to live in. Henry, welcome in. Yeah, the ice and lack of shelter. Like, that's the thing about Muscat. And that's the thing about each region, right? Like, each region has its own unique thing. Some are more dangerous, some are least dangerous, but there are no two regions that really feel alike, and that's really nice. Come for cattles, leave for the lack of everything else. Exactly. You can even fish here. It's a really bad spot for a main base, which is a shame because it's a very central region, right? Like, it's possibly even more central than Mystery Lake if you really want to spend time in the far territories. It's very well located, but not many good base options. If you want to customize, there's literally only one. There's the bunker, and it's kind of on the edge of a region. It's a nice place for a base, but it takes a while to get to, right? Some are just bad, like Blackrock. Blackrock also doesn't have any fishing, which is crazy. Alright, do I actually have... I have enough metal, I have my hammer. So we are ready to forge. We might need more coal, right? I mean, let's take this coal with us. Could even take the metal. I don't really need the light shell. We'll take the memento here. That's one. I wanna pick all of this up. We're already kind of heavy. I'm gonna leave stuff here. I'm gonna drop stuff. This could be processed into cloth, but like it's kind of heavy. We can always do it later. That's half a kilo right there. Take the flares. Ammo. Alright, we're not too heavy. Green shirt. Oh yeah, they're like because it's unique. Wool shooter is not. It's actually on par with thin wool sweater, so it's pretty good. I was wearing it on me, but we just found better clothing, so I switched it. I still wanna take it with me because it's unique, so I don't wanna like harvest it or anything. I'll keep it on me. I don't wanna lose it. We'll bring it to like a camp office or some base and drop it there. You saw a post on Reddit, someone used Spence's farm as a main base on Voyager, you don't understand. Still co-play this even on Voyager. Well, yeah, if you have late game clothing on Pilgrim or Voyager, you can make a base outside, sort of. It is windproof. And there is a small bonus, right? I think there is a small bonus in the upper part, like 2 or 3 degrees. It's not much. But it is viable. You can like live outside on Pilgrim or Voyager. It's definitely possible. But yeah, you are risking freezing to death at some point maybe. If you get like a really cold night in a blizzard and you are not fully shielded from wind. It is a little risky, but I know a lot of newer people do that when they start on Voyager. They just like sleep, you know, like you're tired. You just sleep here, right? I mean, you can do that on higher difficulties too, but like many newer players just start and yeah, just go 10 hours here, right? I would probably freeze to death, but on Pilgrim and Voyager, you might get away with that pretty often. Now, where's the other mementos? They're closer to Spence's mostly. So I hear wolves. There's wolves in my way. What do we do with them? This is annoying because we are getting kind of cold. Okay, let's go to the cave actually. Let's sleep in the cave. Because it's getting cold. and we'll continue the next day. Fun on Voyager when you can haul a whole travois of fish from Mystery Lake, but it's not viable on harder difficulties. Yeah, I feel like I have enough knowledge to make it doable maybe, but it's still going to be annoying compared to other bases, right? Like, for a main base, I like a central place. I made my main base in Broken Railroad and Hunting Lodge on my last long stay file, and it was nice, but it was not very central, so it was annoying sometimes to like bring all the good stuff in there. And especially on these earlier patches without any travois, like we don't have it here yet. Welcome back, Octi. Could really make a museum base somewhere. Oh yeah, that's sort of the plan on a long run. We did that in this Broken Railroad save file in the Hunting Lodge. I have so much stuff there. I brought all the bedrolls from the entire map, all the rare items. It's glorious. Oh man, come on. But I decided we can do better. So I'm kind of researching on this update, right? What we can get better. I'm missing a couple interesting items like fresh leather. I really want that fresh leather. That's a really cool little item. That's very rare these days, but nice to have for display.
Owl in the forest. Oh, hoo hoo ha. Hoo wah, ha ha, ha fo, hoo, ha hoo ha hoo hoo says ah.
Welcome back, Tanza. You found a Korean video from December 2022. He found Wilmingtons in the Broken Railroad. Yeah. There is a potential corpse in both Broken Railroad and in Muskeg. We're not gonna go to Broken Railroad now, but we will go to Muskeg. And this was such a pain to get while I was safe scamming it. I was trying to safe scam the corpse on my long run, and it was horrible. I needed like 25 attempts. It was ridiculous. Where are we heading? I'm just gonna go to this cave in here and maybe loot the marsh for birch. Not going to Broken Railroad area. We need to loot Muskeg. There's a bunch of mementos and interesting things, but we need to sleep. We're getting cold. And I can't deal with wolves here now because I am heavy. So I'm just gonna drop a bunch of stuff here and we'll check the tower. Once we're not heavy, we should be able to scare them away. And then we just sleep here. But yeah, there can be a Maglans in here actually. It's on a corpse. Sometimes it spawns. So it's an invisible Maglans. It's no longer there on Loper. On the current version. We'll check that one out. I'll drop it here. Anything that's heavy. We can also drop the clothing. Yeah, the spare clothing that really adds up. 2 kilos, especially this thing. That already makes me not encumbered. Yeah, I mean, we have the knife for struggle, so I think we're fine. Could be safe here. Now the flashlight is going to work. Explains why you've never seen it. Yeah, it's not on loot tables or anything. It has nothing to do with loot tables. It's like a lower difficulty spawn that just made its way in as invisible loot. So I don't think that one was ever intended to be on Loper. This place sometimes has wolves on this patch, but looks like not this time. It's pretty lucky. Yeah, I don't think there's any wolves here anymore. In general, Muskeg is very sparse on wildlife. It's pretty good for bears. Bears are pretty reliable in Muskeg, but everything else I mean, moose are kind of average, but when it comes to wolves, rabbits, ptarmigans, deer, not many of them here. Right. If we get a can opener from this corpse, then I don't think we can get the Maglans. I think this is the can opener corpse. Yeah, okay, it's not on the corpse. So looks like we won't be getting the Maglans. I'm still going to check. It should be on the other side of the tower. Like over there somewhere, if I remember correctly. Oh look, this is such a stupid buffer memory to get. Very annoying. May as well grab one. This one is such a pain to get. So, should be over here somewhere. I don't remember where. There should be like a little nook or maybe an arch. Yeah, some kind of an arch. I don't remember where it is. There's not much reason to come here. Loper, so yeah, there it is. I think this is where the Maglans. Oh, I actually passed through here already. I think the corpse is here. So yeah, no Maglans corpse. Collect all buffer memories using reload glitch. It doesn't always work for me though. Use cave exits. For me, it's just not reliable. Maybe I'm just like unlucky and I just keep rolling the same one. Like sometimes it rolls second or a third memory, but then it just stops and keeps giving me the same one. Maybe I need to like fully reload the game, but that's pretty high effort. I don't think I ever actually got all the memories on a single run. Alright, I'm gonna go for the cave since we still have the free light with the flashlight. I don't have to spend any lantern oil. Alright, we'll be going back here though. Let me drop a bunch of things. Oh, it's so quiet here compared to outside. Like those waterfalls on this patch is just so freaking loud. This is very pleasant. I will keep the lantern just in case. And we can cure this. Also maybe this, that's 1.6 kilo, pretty heavy. So this is one of those caves that have a revolver in this patch, but only on loot table 2 as far as I know. Most likely we won't find anything too interesting here. Yeah, this is where the backpack usually is, so no revolver. May as well take the rope. We can just attach it to this rope climb, even though this is not a very useful rope climb. It's very easy to go up. So there's almost no reason for this rope to ever be used. Because you could use it to avoid a wolf or something chasing you. Just like by touching it and then exiting anyway. So may as well attach it. Okay, we're mostly heavy because of the rope. I think we want to do it before sleeping though. I could sleep now, but... I'm just gonna go. It's not too cold still. Kind of sucks that we basically lost 3 degrees of warmth from that wolf, right? So very, very, very annoying. That's like a semi-permanent loss to warmth. At least until we fix it, but it's gonna be like a while for sure. You never use this rope? Yeah, this rope is not... I don't remember the last time I climbed it. I guess before I learned the goat, right? Or even... You don't even need to use the direct goat. You can also go through Head Creek and go there. That's much easier. Or you could just go through the cave like we just did here.
Never would have thought to look here.
Several options, really. Polaroid, alright. Could have probably gone in the other direction. Let's go straight for the rope. I just want to get rid of it because it's weighing me down too much. Yeah, we're gonna miss those 3 degrees, but luckily we did Blick Inlet already, so now we mostly need to hang around warmer regions anyway. Broken Railroad, Muskeg, Mountain Town. I need to go to PV and HRV too. There are some places I didn't check yet. That's why we are forging a hatchet next. I need it for HRV. To reach certain spots we could not loot when we spawned in. That'll be our next destination after forging and clearing Muskeg. And Mystery Lake Rope. Which Mystery Lake Rope? I mean, pretty much all Mystery Lake Ropes are not very useful, right? Pretty much all of them can be avoided, yeah. They're like sort of there. Kind of like the Coastal Highway or Desolation Point ropes too. Like those are not the best. It's still heavy. Both, yeah. I tried to avoid pretty much all the Mystery Lake ropes. And all ropes in general. Like, I really don't like climbing. Though now that we have cheap caffeine pills, maybe it's...
It's making you feel tired.
Slightly less big of a deal, but still. Yeah, the DP one is really useless. There's a couple ropes like that that basically are just shortcuts and you can sort of walk around them. I think Zone of Contamination has one like that. Airfield probably too. There's a bunch of them.
My fingers feel numb.
I think we already checked this guy. This is a rare corpse, so he has better loot. Oh, we didn't. Sadly, he was empty. But yeah, he has different loot table from most other corpses. You can find a flask, gunpowder, maybe an E-wrap. That would be funny. After losing one to a wolf. Alright, we're already freezing. Let's do our 10 hours. We actually almost, we didn't do almost anything in Muscat still. At least we got some kettle so that we have something to eat and some birch. But I only picked up the memento from poachers, right? There's still 2 more mementos and I still have to loot this memento. There's the Woolmitten's corpse. There's the peanut butter. We checked for the Maglans at least, it was not there. Yeah, lots of other points of interest on this patch. It actually makes Muscat kind of worth exploring. And I feel like I'm missing one thing again. What was the last thing I wanted to check? There were like 7 things, that's what I remember. 3 of them were mementos, peanut butter, wool mittens, maglans. I think there's one more thing that's worthwhile on this patch. Can't remember it now.
Something's gotta go.
Well, we're gonna have to pass through Muscat several times, so even if I missed it, it's not the end of the world. Kinda wanna carry this loot pile with me though, but let's do 10 hours now. Maybe now we can drink the soda. Alright, sounds like it's a little windy outside, but nothing too bad. It's afternoon, even though we lost 3 degrees of warmth, that's gonna be fine. Time to forge maybe. Hoping for Magellan's weather. Oh my god, I'm encumbered. Okay. All this stuff I'm carrying. Like, I don't know what to draw, but I sort of want to bring this stuff back to, like, Mr. Like... I have a lot of coal, but coal is also good. I guess we're just gonna live with it. It's 4.5 kilos. It's not the end of the world. Oh, that is not good weather. That's not what I wanted to see. We might take a nap and hope this will clear. Actually, it looks like it's getting better. Okay, let's keep going then. I'll take these kettles and go. Found the video that is in pre-DLC and also found revolvers on Loper. Were they in the same place or in different places? Because I know the climbing socks in HRV, they've been there for years, but they were pretty rare. Like, You could get the backpack, but the backpack didn't always have climbing socks. But then when the loot bugged out, it sort of became climbing socks forever for some reason. Luckily for us. Probably gonna be a couple wolfies in our way here. I'm gonna keep the bow equipped. But we're really need to craft a new bow. This one is what? It's 31. Yeah. Signal fire HRV in 2020. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Looks like these bugs have been popping up. I read about an old-fashioned parka somewhere that was also like pre-DLC. Because that is one of those codes that is not possible, as far as I know, on from either of the invisible bugs. That'll be a nice addition to the collection, but yeah, I've never seen it happen myself. Wonder how many of these bugs existed throughout the years. Maybe no one really documented them. You know, like something from 2016 or 17. And if you were to play a time capsule, you could still find them in theory. Do we check the low blind? I'm gonna check here for a potential snow shelter camp. Because the camp could have a wool toque, right? We're actually shopping for a wool toque now. Because of that wolf. Maple, I'm already heavy enough, I'm not taking it. Maske cooking bug still in the game. Yeah, I think it was probably you who was telling me last weekend. Maybe it was someone else. Yeah, I never tested it. I assumed they fixed it, but apparently they didn't. So that's nice. I mean, you can still dupe Burge, Rosips, Rashis, and Burdock. Make a video about this. About the Maske guys. Can you put here? Yeah, sure. Mod will have to permit you, but it's better if you share on Discord because like I'm not gonna watch any videos now. But feel free to share on Discord. They're sometimes invisible. I think it's the other blind though, right? Yeah. Let's check the other blind. I don't want to run into a bear with this weight though. Usually you put link in chat but delete all the messages. Yeah. There's like prevention for posting links. Yeah, if you want to post it, I guess mods are not around. I can permit you. Feel free to post it, but feel free to share on Discord as well, because I'm not gonna click on it now. So where are you, Mr. Bear? Are you in here somewhere? Okay, looks clear. So our memento is there. That's the only one we have so far anyway. And this is another stim actually. This is another stim we can get. So where's that little hidden rock? There it is. A rock cache. Oh, we got an MRE as well. There's a lot of invisible MREs. Already been removed. Maybe it's not up to date anymore, or I wonder why it was be removed. Was it showcasing the new bug though, or like new bug? It's still the old bug, right? But I guess it still works post 2.23, I think, is when they tried to fix it. Yeah, that's really interesting. Oh, please don't be a blizzard. Still got some walking to do. Also, oh, while we're here, let's check the Wool Mittens corpse. Maybe we'll find the Wool Mittens corpse. Okay, the bear is really far, so be fine. Try to make your own video later. Extremely funny bug. Yeah, I think there's like multiple ways to exploit it. Like you can cook teas, right? I'm not sure which one was fixed. I think only one of them was fixed. Like you can cook teas, or you could cook teas, and then you'd still get the ingredient back and the tea. And you could also just like drop, I mean, we can even do it here just for fun. I think it's gonna work on this ice too, right? We probably have some prepared, yeah, we have some prepared birch bark, so we can just like dupe some of it. But we're already heavy, so I kind of don't want to. So if you just drop this, yeah, see, it doesn't actually remove. I just keep clicking this, but it doesn't remove the amount of my birch bark, but there it is. We just got some extra birch bark. It's insanely broken, right? So I don't really use it for gameplay much, but I mean, this is a fun run, whatever. Just got 17 more birch bark. Yay. Ooh, you might need it. And it's actually even easier now that you have this, right? Because you can drop 21 at once. I'm not gonna do that because we are already too heavy. You can make millions of birch bark like this, and this works with prepared birch bark, with prepared rose hips, prepared burdock, and prepared reishi. So burdock you could even eat it for calories, which is crazy. And the other three you can still make teas. And yeah, that's a fun bug. So we didn't get the wool mittens corpse. It spawns over there. This was such an annoying one to get. Like, save scamming this because you usually have to start either in Mr. Lake or Mountain Town, right? I guess you could do Blick Inlet too. But like, no matter where you start, it's a long walk here to just check if the corpse is there. Happen current game 240, but you can pick up food. Yeah, like recipes. Yeah, I think with recipes it's just visual. Like, it just spawns a crap ton of like whatever, pancakes or whatever you're cooking, and it's gonna be picked up. Too bad, because it'll be really powerful with the recipes, right? Kind of wanna go that way, so we'll let Mr. Bear pass. Oh, what? Come on. Come on, Mr. Bear. Going the wrong way. I guess we can go around, right? Nice try, Maker. It's a longer walk, but I mean, fine. We're not gonna be killing him. Yeah, we're gonna be too slow because we just duped 1 kilo of birch bark. So great, now we're gonna be slower everywhere. Yeah, if you're willing to use the dupe, Muskeg is the easiest region to survive in, right? But like, that's obviously a huge exploit. Exploits are always funny like that. Like, it's a case by case thing, right? It's up to everyone to decide what they're comfortable with. But to me, this is like something I don't really like using, because that, like, it's what you get out of it and also how easy it is to do, right? Like, I could just get thousands of birch bark by dropping it there. Funny bug with a flying bear, isn't that here? Oh yeah, I don't think it's this patch, no, a little bit later. I don't remember which patch it was. It was around the Ptermigan patch. There were a lot
I've never been this cold in my life.
There was a lot of broken stuff around that patch, so yeah, I think you could also get him like stuck somewhere under a bridge or something, so he would like fly only to the top of the bridge, and you could just keep shooting him forever for free XP. Get easy archery 5. Man, this headwind is not helping. We have... Too bad we can't dupe cattails. That would be nice. I could use that. Loper screenshot. Oh, nice. We'll do it soon. Once we reach the forge, we're gonna do the screeny. So many funny bugs in TLD history. Yeah, I feel like I should make a video on like the most interesting bugs at some point. The invisible loot just has to make the cut. It's just, you know, I'm not that well versed on older bugs, like before my time, or not even before my time, but before I really like played more regularly and I streamed. So basically pre-DLC, anything pre-DLC is like, I don't really remember, because even if I played, I was like more-ish green, yeah, more on the green side. So I wasn't paying attention to that. That bear's tweaking out and making sounds was such a funny bug. Yeah, I think rabbits also did it. When you snare them, it was really interesting. Another Polaroid. Okay. I probably didn't even have to harvest my tools now that I look at it. Like, we are at 10 metal, yeah. I harvested my tools for nothing. But it's fine, we can always find more beach coming in future versions. This version still has the old beach coming, so no quality tools on the beach. It's crazy to think how the game changed, right? Like on this patch, all the tools are still not renewable. Oh, looks like we're getting Magnum's weather just at the perfect time. Or no, it's probably fog, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice try, Mecker. Already passed the bear. He's not gonna follow us. We don't smell. Dead animals of Great Bear Island. Yeah. Dancing dead animals. Okay, I'll be taking this. I know I'm heavy, but we're almost there. So this is the deer skin. That's actually very useful because look at what happened to our combat pants. I'm gonna harvest these because we'll get deer skin pants from this memento. Buggy, Bear here, and Timberwolf were here running in circles in huge speed. Oh yeah, I remember that. I always get nervous with that. They should never really maul you, but it always feels so bad because I can't properly dance him, right? Like, their movement was sort of tied to your camera or something. It was really strange. Okay, we'll be spending a match here, most likely. I will need it. I may as well light a torch already in case I walk into a wolf. We're gonna do it right here. Because we will need to fort regardless, so... Actually, I'm not sure if we want to forge yet. Hold on. I'm gonna drop off stuff. We have another memento up there to pick up. Maybe that's the area I want to visit first, because we have really nice weather now, right? This is the one nice thing about Muskeg. The weather. It's very foggy most of the time. Not great if you need a Magellan's fire, but no wind. It's the least windy region in the game. Which is ironic because Blickenland is right next door. Yeah, look at all this metal. I think we got like particularly lucky with metal though. Usually don't find this many. It's pretty nice. So there's our safe. Let's check what's in the safe. That was like 50 something. That was like 52, 53, that's pretty annoying. So we have to rotate all the way around. Painful. Yeah, 54. I'm just gonna go slow way now because I don't wanna do that again. Very funny bear at the very beginning of Haunted Part 2, probably still in current game. What happens with him? I know he's like right in front of the trappers, right? When you exit. There we go. Jeans in a book, maybe gunpowder if we're lucky, cash if unlucky. Well, yeah, that's like half the stuff we can get in from a safe, right? So, I'm gonna go with jeans in a book. Coke and a Pepsi, can if you're unlucky.
This'll come in handy.
Cash and gunpowder, okay. Well, technically you got it, Sarah. Technically you got it. But this is actually... Honestly, this is the best... if we're doing like a collector's run, this is the best possible save. I love getting cash because it's unique, right? It's not renewable. I love getting cash from saves. I think it's a really nice item to get. And gunpowder is pretty valuable on Loper. You don't find much of it, right? And you can't craft much of it. So this is actually like the perfect save in my opinion. Like I like it. I like this loot. More of this. Alright, let's drop a bunch of stuff here. Oh, look at this! 2 skill books? Wow, Sarah. Did you see that? 2 skill books. There might be a third one up here. It's gonna be probably triple book. Cookie bookie maybe? Yeah.
I think I can use this.
Yeah, I think there's always a cookbook here. Triple bookie. You should make this your main base, Sarah. Sarah, am I looting your base? I'm sorry. This might be yours. Someone was probably in here already. I'll just put everything back. Spray paint. Yay. We even found spray paint, guys. It's all good. We won the game now. Oh my god, look at all these books. Why am I gonna read this? This is the one I'm reading right now, and the fire starting one is the one I like the most to like for reading. So, I mean, we only need one right now. We're pretty heavy. Let me drop all this coal here too. The coal is pretty insane. Let's keep like 3 lamps on us. What else? Accelerant, stem, all this duped birch bark. Let's keep like. Actually, I don't need it right now. We have plenty. This. Just wanna be lighter, so. Of course, the hammer. There. Drop all of this. You can't cure stuff in here, right? I'm pretty sure you cannot. And there's no bunker still. It says cure. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work, right? Also drop the metal. I think we are fine. We can sort out the rest later. Let's just go grab the final memento. And also the... Actually, hold on. Let me also check... Let me check my notes. What am I forgetting? Oh, nothing. Okay, okay. So it's just the memento and the peanut butter. Let's do the peanut butter first. You would never base down here. Never seen someone carry so many teas. Really? People sometimes carry even more. There's a good reason to carry these. Birch teas are really good, right? Like, birch teas are amazing. They are more efficient for hydration than water, like per kilogram carried. There are some emergency calories that don't smell if you're about to lose bowel fat, and they heal you, they warm you up. They even give vitamin C once Curve is in the game, like it's basically superfood, right? If they had maybe a bit more calories, it would be like perfection. So I like to carry like 8 to 10. I used to carry only 2 for like true emergencies, but I almost lost my long run. If you guys remember, I mean, at least Sarah definitely does. Oh yeah, there's the backpack, perfect. That's the peanut butter backpack. If you get this backpack, you get peanut butter. So we got a beautiful peanut butter decoration. Let's take it. There it is. New peanut butter even. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mr. Hezekiah, welcome in. Good afternoon. 100 fishing books on beach coming. Yeah, they respawn so much, right? Like, those are... It's so strange that it's only fishing books, though. Yeah, the region is just so great, but yeah, what I was saying, I almost lost my run in Broken Railroad, where I ran into a wolf in a blizzard, and then I had to like stay outside because I didn't want to go inside the maintenance sheds, because I didn't want to like spawn the loot inside. We actually need to pay attention to that on this run too, right? So we don't go inside the shed, only in the shack or the lodge, so our shelter options are pretty limited in Broken Railroad, and we need to be careful about that. Oh yeah, the screenshot, yeah, thank you for the reminder, I forgot, as usual. Thank you for reminding me, let's do it. Let's just drop a couple things like peanut butter. Let's leave it here. Most of the other stuff is fine. Yeah, we are heavy on clothing, but yeah, we'll be forging after the screenshot. Let's find some suitable loper screeny. What do we have here? Maybe this one. As usual, region and location. Good luck. You want peanut butter RL now that you think about it, yeah. Peanut butter's great. Did the save sink down and disappear in Muskeg? No, no, no. That's a pretty recent bug. What's this? That's a cattail. That's a cattail. Think about this. Think about this screenshot logically. There's only one place where you can find this. PV where? Zone of contamination cattail. But where? Is grass turned off? Of course. Of course, Sarah. Why would you even ask that? I thought it was obvious. So think about the background, right? Like what the wall is. Glimmer fog, FA. No, no, behind this is a wall. That's a wall of something. And think about where there's cattails near a wall like this, very close near a wall. It's a loper screening. It's not easy, yeah. But that's the hints I can give you. If you know, you know. Near Thompson's, nope. Oh, you mean like in a contaminated area? No, no, it's not fumes. It's a wall, green wall. Winding river, nope. Dam, nope. Wall of uncertainty and doubt. AC broken fishing hut, nope. Okay, fine. Let me give you a much larger hint, but you only get one more guess after that because it will narrow it down to just a couple guesses. So, Pensive Pond Fishing Hut in Pleasant Valley, nope. But yeah, the wall is a fishing hut. I'll tell you that. So you're onto something. But where can the kettles be so close? There's only one spot. It's FA fishing hut. GG, Sasha. Yeah, the FA huts are the only ones that have the kettles so close to the hut that they're basically right next to it. No other huts have kettles like near the hut, right? They're like on the lake. But yeah, yeah, I feel bad for Macker because Macker was onto it with the fishing huts. Yeah, against the edge of the map, exactly. That one is the only one that has the kettles nearby like this. Was close. Yeah, yeah, it was close. I just didn't want, I would have otherwise left you to guess more, but you would just guess every single fishing hut, right? So I had to like after that hint, if people didn't get it on their first try, then it would be just like no one got it, I guess. What should you spend your points on? Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Let's do it.
So big boat though. Big boat, big boat, big boat, big boat. On the big boat, loaded up with things and knickknacks too. Anything that you might need, it got inside for you. Big boat, big boat, big boat, big boat. I remember. Oh.
Oh, beautiful. Make it stop. No, come on. Birch, welcome in. Oh yeah, you noticed. We changed the points to bash bucks, yeah. Enjoy the bash bucks. Right, forging. That's what we wanted to do next, right? Nothing beats the Scottish uwu. I love the one where she says she's listening to me instead of Loopy. Because I say what she wants to hear. That's the one I love. And also the panic one in Muskeg, that's so good. Leave me alone. Oh, those are amazing. Alright, I guess we just have to... Alright, no, I still wanted to... Ooh, it's dense fog. We still didn't get the memento from the other side. So let's do that first, because this is still solid weather. Even if we can't really see much. So this is the memento. I didn't even know it existed for a long time. I actually don't even have don't even have it in the mementos video. I totally left it out. Because I didn't even know it existed. Luckily, it's just a hint, so it's like, you know, if you miss it. It's also always there on longer, on lighter patches. Since it's just a hint, so no reason it shouldn't be on Loper. And we are missing mementos from Desolation Point and Broken Railroad, so we're probably not going to get the achievement. I'm not even sure if we can get the achievement on this version. If we can, we're not gonna get it anyway. Because we're not gonna go to Desolation Point anytime soon. We'll leave that for a later patch. You can hear the accent already. I don't really want to deal with these guys. We have 3 torches and we need to start a fire anyway, so... This is how we do it. We just light a torch and keep it. It's not like we're gonna lose it anytime soon with this dense fog. Okay, there's the broken tower. That's our destination. So, where is it? There we go. Sneaky memento. You have to look up, you know. Very hard to notice, like, it's crazy. I think it was very much unknown for a long time that it's there. Alright, back to the forge. I'll just check this cave, but I think the backpack in this cave is actually buggy, right? That might even still be a thing on current patch. I'm not even sure. As I do, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Oh, as I do. You missed me getting mauled by a wolf while I was using my flashlight. You would have loved that. It would be such a sweet moment to tease me about using my flashlight. So I got into Muskeg when the aura was starting, right? But it was still too early. So the wolf didn't turn into aura wolf, and I used the flashlight and I got mauled, and I lost a Woltug and an E-Rap. So yeah, but other than that, it's going good. We're collecting some more invisible stuff. Yeah, my fancy flashlight didn't help me. And like it was really bad because I also had my struggle settings changed to tapping, right? Quick tapping instead of holding. And I'm not used to it. So I held the button and nothing was happening and I was like, uh-oh. Luckily it was not a bad struggle, but like we still lost the Woltug and yeah, we got torn clothing. But that was on our way back from Bleak Inlet, so we don't need that extra warmth for now. These guys. That's why I don't change struggling, because you're 100% sure you will forget. Absolutely. I never changed it either. But I don't know what happened. So this is the first struggle we had on this patch, so I think I just had it set like that on this profile, right? Since I down patched. It doesn't exactly transfer your settings. So it's just how it's been when I down patched, and I only noticed now. Wolf is pretty close. Let's chain a torch. We still have the last one. Should be enough for us to start a fire. Would be a shame for Azedo to miss it. Oh wow, you're so helpful with the votes. How nice of you. But no, really. You're really good with votes. It's good that yeah, people may as well watch it. Thank you for sharing it. And Brandon, thank you for the stretch break. Yeah, let's stretch. We haven't stretched today yet. Stand up. Now that we have a lit torch, we should not really die to any wolves anyway. Best mod ever. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sarah's worth an entire modding team, really. Anytime, love to help. Aw. Stop it. Why? Credit where it's due. I mean, you helped me find so many things on the VOD when I like lost an arrow or something. Right. You literally go back in the VOD. And that's just like a fraction of the stuff, right? Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with modding, but the actual modding as well. Just best mod. Alright, this should be enough for us to forge a hatchet or two. That actually rhymed. But do we want two? Or are we happy with one? We may as well make two now that we started the forge, right? We have 2 cloth, we have 10 metal. So it just sort of works out. Is that 10? 11 actually. So we're probably gonna spend the night here, right? Because this alone is 8 hours, and we'll be very tired after. I think that's what we are doing. So we're down to 2 matches. Keep losing cause you get mauled again. Hopefully not gonna happen again. Yeah. That was one of those streamer moments, I guess. I was too distracted to chat. And I was like, oh yeah, Aurora. I'm just gonna take out my flashlight. I didn't realize the Aurora was just starting. It's something you always gotta be careful about. But it's fine. We have plenty of birch bark. We actually dipped some birch bark on Musky guys just for fun, just to showcase it. But I just dumped it in here. I will want to take the peanut butter. Let's take some of this stuff with us, right? This cool stuff, cool one-time stuff. But some things we can leave behind, I'm sure. Anything we don't want to carry with us. Like, we're still 37 kilos. It's not the end of the world, even with the hatchets and whatnot. And we will lose the hammer. We'll leave the hammer behind. And the rest we're sort of taken. Okay, I think it's fine. I just need to make some water. And we can process... We have some more stuff here. Maybe take the stem, cash. That's pretty light anyway. And all the birch bark. Not sure about the books. We'll see if we have the capacity for it later. Now we talk about mods. You have tested some TLD mods. Ah, you can now use placing anywhere to place your stuff and remove it after, and it will save your changes. Wait. Remove it after, and it will save your changes. Oh, so okay, it will remember even if you remove the mob. That's amazing. I wonder how they did that, because they said it was like not possible or something, right? I think you were mentioning that you actually asked, and they said it was just not possible. So I wonder what changed, but that is great news. Yeah, that is one of the best mods. I didn't try many mods, but that is just such an insanely useful mod. So this means we could get a toggle maybe, right? Does it mean we could get a toggle? I think so. If we had a toggle to turn it on and off, that would be so nice. Still remember one time when you left your cans in Bedroll coming highway and went to Desolation Point. Nearly tripped running to what? Oh, that was back in Misery, right? I remember that. That was back in Misery. That was a literal lifesaver, right? Like, if it happens on Loper, you're a lifesaver because it saves time. More of a time saver. Like, it's still really nice, but on that Misery run, that literally prevented me from taking damage. We still took damage because of the Damgless Wolf later, right? But we're still alive. Right at a wolf with a torch and got mauled earlier. Yeah, it just happens. It just happens. I feel like, especially when I stream it, it's like sometimes I just don't hear the wolf because I talk and I don't hear it walk in, or just get distracted. So it makes things even worse. But yeah, the black holes are just so freaking dangerous. They're everywhere, but they're more dangerous than anything else, really. No toggle right now, but he will ask. Yeah, I guess it should be possible now. That would be great, yeah. That is a very useful mod. Okay, we got 15 minutes, and I am just gonna make some birch. And maybe it's time to start forging. We got 10 hours. Let's do it. Let's make one hatchet first. 4 hours. During Misery, you were already so done with it. You asked if I brought Bedroll because you didn't remember me picking it up. Yeah, I was already sort of like frustrated, and then I realized I had no Bedroll or something, right? But the coffee actually saved us, if I remember correctly, and that's exactly why I was carrying a cup of coffee everywhere on Misery. Like, if you are playing a no region mode, that coffee is everything, right? Now that we have caffeine pills, it's even easier, but back then it was before the trader still, so it was like even harder Misery than we have now. Yeah, let's just forge another one. Why not? Might as well use it. that? There's a safe house plus mod where you can pick up like everything. All containers for just milling machines. That's really cool, yeah. I don't want to play like that on my main run,
Not
but
sure
it would
why I
be...
feel so tired.
Honestly, I've never really done like a heavily modded run. I've been sort of waiting until the modding support, right? Who knows, maybe we'll try it sooner, but it would be kind of fun to try some of the mods, for sure. So how do we do this? We're just gonna sleep by 1 hour and make some water. Where's the pixel? Pixel for the bat, it's there. But you know what's actually kind of annoying to do it that way if you... Maybe I can do it from the top? Is that possible? I don't want to break down these planks. No, I can't reach it. It's, yeah, kind of annoying. You have to search for it every time. But whatever. Let's eat the kettles we have. We're actually out of food. We'll have to take some kettles on our way back. But we got everything done in Muskeg. So we go back to camp office to drop off some stuff, and then we can go to HRE, get some stuff that we are still missing. Just for fun runs, you would never do stuff like this on your main run. Yeah. I mean, movable containers is something I think is really cool. I would love to use that, maybe even like a long run. I still miss that old movable containers mod that used to exist. That was such a good one. Wait, I'm actually out of water? Did I drop something here? I'm actually out of water, look at that. Okay, interesting. Well, we're gonna make more anyway, so it's fine. Let's make half a liter. We have to find that pixel, is a little annoying. There we go. Placing anywhere is okay. Yeah, placing anywhere, ambient lights, that sort of stuff is totally fine. To run even on the main run. Yeah, exactly, for base design, because it doesn't really give you any gameplay advantage if you don't want it to, right? Like that's what I actually didn't like about it, and why I don't always run it, and why I wish there was a toggle. Because you can place campfires, rock caches, snow shelters anywhere, right? You can place a campfire or something here too. It doesn't matter. You can place it in the air too, I think, right? I'm not sure if that's possible actually with campfire, but yeah, it's like very forgiving with placement, and it's kind of OP. You started playing again. You're on day 15 of Voyager. Oh, nice, yeah. New run after not playing for a while always feels really nice. Because they keep adding so much stuff.
Made it through another night.
So I guess we just wait until the forge sort of runs out. We have a couple hours to sleep anyway. You can place books, yeah, exactly. Like, I really wish a lot of the stuff that placing anywhere has, that should be like basic functionality, I feel like, for placing loot. Sadly it isn't. You wonder what will happen to you when you decide to play again. Yeah, you're taking a long break from TLD, right? But maybe end of the year when Winter Mute comes out, maybe you'll feel like trying again. And it'll be interesting. Maybe, you know, Winter Mute will actually feel challenging too after so long. And it's not a bad thing. I kind of wish I could get challenged in Winter Mute. That's the one thing that's going to kind of suck about it. You know, after being used to Interloper, like, I'll play it for the story, of course, and that alone is gonna be worth it, but I wish there was a little bit more challenge to it. Oh, she does have TLD installed, though. Just in case she wants to jump back, right? I get it. I mean, I actually uninstalled Green Hell today. I haven't played it in a long time. I figured if I want to get back to it, do some challenges, or I feel like playing it, I can always install it again, right? But I just don't see myself playing it in the next month or two or whatever. So, yeah. Why not clear the disk space a little bit? I could hear Mia weeping in the distance as I did it. Pay attention near cliffs, please. So this is probably good weather to go, but we still have some more. Okay, let's do 1 more hour. We're not fully rested, and we have some fire left. I'll do 1 more hour. Just don't want to waste this nice weather. Actually, Lupi, are you ready to play? Because it's a long walk to camp office. So it might be like 15 minutes more, if not now. So I just want to know. If you're not ready, it's fine. We can go to camp office, but it's gonna be a bit. It's okay to do long breaks. Your long break was 2 years. Yeah, I used to only play winters. I only played winters, and I think I don't even know if I kept it installed. Just launch the game. Okay, then start the stream. We'll end it here then. Yeah, because the nearest save, you know, in Muskeek there's no way for you to save, so we'll continue this on Saturday afternoon, and we can raid Loopy. So thank you for hanging out. Below Zero is still there somehow. Yeah, maybe because it's on Epic and you launch it less often. I don't know. All right, I'm ready now. Hopefully you are on already. Artek, thank you again for the Prime sub, and thank you, Lupi, Sarah, Azadu, Sasha, BB8, and everybody for hanging out. I'll see you Saturday afternoon. Schmutches. I uploaded Maske guys back to my Discord. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you.